Chapter 3361. In the next few days, during the day, Shen Shang went shopping with Su Maiyao, Bai Yu and Long Shuiyi to see Heavenly Flame City. Su Maiyao is more interested in the pillars, and the pillars here are controlled by the major ethnic groups. Good dans are sold by auction from time to time, and the dans that are usually sold are relatively ordinary and even bad. In what words, it is the dan that is refining when practicing, only a little bit of use, but it is very expensive. In the evening, it is lying on the big bed, loving and telling love. On the 7th day after Qin Shuang, someone suddenly slammed Shen Zhang's door. At this time, Su Maiyao was in Hidden Jade Villa, because the 3 girls' pill spirit could condense soul-defying saint pill every day. There is nothing to do, just eat dan cultivation inside. Shen Shang doesn't need to feel the breath, I know that this rough knocker must be his master. Death brat, you are not dead, great. After opening the door, Lei Yichen saw Shen Shang, very happy, and pushed Shen Shang to the door. Master, do you think I am dead? Shen Shang snorted. There is indeed this concern, because you originally merged with Tao creation spell and played a strength that is many times more than your own. This will cause great damage to your fleshly body, I said at the time. Even if you can escape, it won't last long. After Lei Yichen finished, he whispered, my master is all nonsense, and I am worried that I will die. Master, what about Tao creation spell? Shen Shang hastily asked. Little Shuang said that if I can control Tao creation spell, I can get a strong strength, but I don't know how to control it. Tao creation spell is in the divine mirror of 6 paths. I don't know much about this. In short, my master said that Tao creation spell needs to be integrated into the body's soul. When it is needed, Tao creation spell can release strength and can improve many times. Lei Yichen shook his head and said, I am afraid you need to understand this. Master, I have a Tao creation saint stone here. Do you think it is better to smelt this sword into my divine mirror of 6 paths? Shen Shang took out the rice-sized Tao creation saint stone, which has changed. It became pale white, releasing a faint white light. Lei Yichen stunned. Shen Shang unexpectedly had a Tao creation saint stone. He had lived for so long, and had never owned it. Of course it's a divine mirror of 6 paths. Lei Yichen said, your divine sword doesn't need to be refinished, because in the future you can control Tao creation spell and you can attach Tao creation spell to your divine sword. Will be invincible, and the Tao creation saint stone into the divine mirror of 6 paths, can make divine mirror of 6 paths stronger, more able to suppress Tao creation spell inside, or they will run away. There is still such a thing. Then master, please help me refine, do you bring tools? Shen Shang asked. Of course, these guys are with me. Lei Yichen laughed. Shen Shang is now in a hurry. He thought about it and said, Master, how about refining in my stove? I use time power for you because I am eager to use this thing. Well, anyway, I can research Tao creation spell by the way. Lei Yichen is now anxious to refine the Tao creation saint stone, and he hopes to refine the divine mirror of 6 paths again, which gives him a chance. Go through Tao creation spell. Because he heard his master say that the old sun old ancestor and Ji Yu Tong had contacted Tao creation spell, so they could all become the very powerful refiner grand master, so this is a rare opportunity for him. Lei Yichen after entering heaven creation cauldron stove, Shen Shang took a deep breath and then used time power. I don't know what it would cost to use 3rd level time domain. Shen Shang tried and found that his strength was very fast. Is it because the master is more powerful? So I use it a lot when I use it. 3rd level time domain, the day outside, the field is more than 70 years, so much time is enough for Lei Yichen. With so much time, it should be enough for the master to study Tao creation spell. Shen Shang uses the power of the 6 beasts to keep him consuming. Originally he intended to let Lei Yichen enter the divine sea world to refine it, but think of Lei Yichen's strength, and the refiner's process may have any accidents, explosions, etc., which will have his divine sea great influence, so he let Lei Yichen enter heaven creation cauldron stove. Even if there is any accident inside, heaven creation cauldron stove can resist some. Shen Shang is also very difficult this day. He used 3rd level time domain for Lei Yichen, which is much more expensive than he thought. Fortunately, his hidden jade villa planted a large variety of flowers and trees with energy. He can only take some of it while eating the stored myriad Tao divine soil dan to supplement consumption. 1 day passed, and Shen Shang withdrew from time domain, and the whole person felt exhausted. Master, how is it? Shen Shang shouted. Lei Yichen does not say anything. Master, Shen Shang shouted again. The harvest is great, Lei Yichen said with great alarm. Dao creation spell is very mysterious. For many years, I just comprehend 7 Dao creation spells, but I benefited a lot. Haha, I have mastered Dao creation spell, I will have a big breakthrough. Lei Yichen laughed. Shen Shang snorted and said, this is mainly because you have married a very powerful disciple. I feel that I have not taken advantage of you, but it has taken advantage of you. Hey, I am so hard to help you, refiner, isn't this good? So the competent master, where are you looking? Lei Yichen said with a sigh of relief. He was very grateful to Shen Shang. If not Shen Shang, he really could not reach Dao creation spell. Your divine mirror of 6 paths is refining, Lei Yichen said from heaven creation cauldron stove. Shen Shang took a look. It's still as usual. Dao creation spell, do you know what this means? The bronze is not ordinary bronze, Lei Yichen said. This bronze is very mysterious, and it will become this after being refining by Dao creation spell. Bronze. So the divine tool that Ji Yutong made in the past was mostly bronze. Sun Old Ancestor also masters Dao creation spell, but his divine tool is not. Shen Shang said. That's because the Dao creation spell mastered by the Sun Old Ancestor is not enough. If there is the number of Ji Yutong, it will become a bronze. Lei Yichen said. In other words, the strength of Dao creation spell, it can be turned into a dead bronze. Only the power of the invader can kill the Dao. This is a very terrifying strength. Well, thank you master. Shen Shang took the divine mirror of 6 paths. Chapter 3362. Shen Shang looked at Lei Yichen's face with excitement and knew that his gratitude was superfluous. He felt that Lei Yichen was grateful to him because he gave Lei Yichen the opportunity to master Dao creation spell. Master, you seem to be very unhappy at Ancient Fire God Sect. Shen Zhang's eyes lit up. Ududli said. That is, Ancient Fire God Sect. The 8 elders and Dean are a group of pigs. They actually surrendered to Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. It's so ridiculous. The name of our Ancient Fire God Sect is humiliated by this group of guys. It is. Speaking of this, Lei Yichen was full of indignation, and the joy on his face just disappeared. Get out of Ancient Fire God Sect, said Shen Shang. Good, Lei Yichen said very simply. I have had this idea for a long time. Since disciple you support me, I can't let you down. Lei Yichen knows the hatred of Shen Shang and Ancient Fire God Sect, and the 8 great elders hate Shen Shang. Master, how about going to world-defying Soul River? Shen Shang said with a smile. Right, I heard that there is a group of dragons on the world-defying Soul River. It seems that this thing is related to the Saint World-defying Dragon. Didn't you be a friend of Saint World-defying Dragon? Do you know what is going on? Lei Yichen also heard about this, and the Ancient Fire God Sect is insane. Because Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan surveyed the Saint World-defying Dragon, it was found that the Saint World-defying Dragon is the discipline of Ancient Fire God Sect. Of course I know, I am going to let you go to them. You and they are right together. Shen Shang patted Lei Yichen's shoulder, said with a smile, maybe it will take long, you can see my big master. You brat really know this. The dragons are really amazing. It's cool to kill the Violent Blade Clan and the Soul River God Clan. Lei Yichen haha said with a smile. Okay, after I went to world-defying Soul River, I went to find them. Yes, how can I find them? Shen Shang took out a piece of myriad Dao divine soil crystal and left his mark on it, which was passed to Long Jushao and Long Jiu. When you go to the lake and try to communicate with the people inside, you say that I asked you to find them, and then handed them over to them. Shen Shang handed myriad Dao divine soil crystal to Lei Yichen. Master, when are you going to go? Lei Yichen said with a smile. Of course, when the Ancient Fire God Sect is arranged. If I go there, it will cost a lot, they will send people soon, I am an elder, there will definitely be places. Quote. For master, have you mastered Dao creation spell? Shen Shang hastily asked, can you talk to me? This is a very mysterious process. You need a mantra to comprehend, to feel the magic of this mantra, to find out how you need to fuse your energy with this mantra, let the mantra put your the energy is completely released. In short, the process is more complicated. I have been in your time domain, but it took me several decades to master so few. Lei Yichen said it was also a blank face because he could hardly put that kind of the sentiment as expressed. Well, it seems that I can only feel it myself, Shen Shang said. Lei Yichen went back and Shen Shang continued to wait here. Qin Shuang went back before waiting for her grandmother to refine her purple yang divine sword, which will take some time. After Shen Shang waited for more than 10 days, she was depressed. Why did Qin Shuang still not come? Only heard a shock from the window suddenly, and then a cold swell came, strangely, with a violent sun fire in the cold potential. Can use the power of ice cold, while releasing the violent sun fire, only Qin Shuang can do it. Little Shuang is fighting here, what is it? Shen Shang was shocked and jumped straight out of the window and headed for the direction of the battle. When Shen Shang was running, he said to a few women in Hidden Jade Villa and told them that they might need to participate in the battle and they could force Qin Shuang fight. It must be a group of strong people. When I got close, a hot wave of air continued to hit, the heat wave entered the body, and then it was a bitter ice cold. This feeling was very uncomfortable, and the strength of Qin Shuang at this time also surprised Shen Shang. Qin Shuang is only world Defying Sacred Realm initial stage, but this strength is gone. Qin Shuang is fighting the 4 men in the empty area of Chengmen. She is holding the purple yang divine sword to withstand the constant attack of the 4 people, and the people of Heavenly Flame City have come. Little Shuang, who are they? Shen Shang asked. One is Ancient Fire God Sect, the other 3 are Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. They are responsible for tracking me. They suspect that I am secretly meeting you, so I want to catch me after I enter the city. Qin Shuang's voice was very angry. She didn't expect these people to be unscrupulous. It's just world-defying Sacred Realm initial stage, unexpectedly so arrogant. Shen Shang coldly snorted, then said to Bai Yu, Sister Yu, do you want to go out and try strength after breaking through? Good, Bai Yu said coldly. Shen Shang lets Bai Yu come out of Hidden Jade Villa, and Bai Yu wears black skin-tight clothes. After she comes out, she glides into one of the men who are controlling Divine Sword. The man felt a murderous aura coming in the back. When he found out, he only felt that his back was gently patted. When he slid his sword, Bai Yu had swiftly plucked another big man. The man couldn't understand why Bai Yu just came over and patted him. When he was puzzled, a cold suddenly emerged from his heart, and he couldn't help but tremble. He felt his body was frozen. Generally cold, biting ice makes him suffer from severe pain. Jingle. The divine sword he controlled fell to the ground, and he had lost control of divine sword's strength. He fell to the ground and curled up like a dog. Ice Spirit Devil Aura. It's Sister Yu, and I can continue to promote this devil art. Even world-defying Sacred Realm can make this devil art fully play her strength. Shen Shang thought of this. I am very impressed in my heart. Bai Yu's devil art can be said to have cultivated since childhood, and has not given up until now, but it has experienced many youngsters. How many realm have been experienced, have not been abandoned by Bai Yu, and can have such power, indicating that Bai Yu is as we continue to improve, we are constantly upgrading devil art and modifying her devil art. Qin Shuang saw Bai Yu join the battlefield, destroying one, and it was a lot easier. With a palm, let one fall. This strange trick is frightening. The big man does not know what Bai Yu is, but sees the woman who is cold and reveals the murderous aura, as if it is an enemy. The middle-aged Dayan gave up attacking Qin Shuang, but chose to shoot Bai Yu, mentioning the giant knife in his hand, and smashing Bai Yu over it, flashing countless strands of blazing blade qi. Chapter 3363. The opponent's attack was very overbearing, and the place where blade qi swept, all turned into lava, and flooded into Bai Yu. I saw that Bai Yu was released from the cold and formed a shield to cover himself tightly. When the wave of blade qi swept over, it could not penetrate the ice energy shield released by Bai Yu. Just now Shen Shang also squeezed a sweat for Bai Yu, and now I can rest assured. The middle-aged man was secretly stunned, and the woman who emerged suddenly did not know what it was. Unexpectedly so strange, he did not believe in evil, and repeatedly pulled out the blade qi with a hegemonic strong. Bai Yu was protected by the ice energy shield, and stalked in the blade qi heat wave, just a few blinks, through the burning blade qi wave, to the middle-aged man's side, separated by a palm. The transparent palm was shot down in the middle-aged man's hand, only to see that the hand suddenly became soft, and the knife was vanished from sight. The middle-aged man is the Violent Blade Clan. The knife in his hand is the arm, but now the internal bones are given by Bai Yu. Transforming Bone Devil Palm. Shen Shang has a glimpse of the transforming Bone Devil Palm used by Bai Yu, which can get rid of the skeleton of the Violent Blade Clan, which is quite powerful. Violent Blade Clan used the arm to form a razor, indicating that the arm is very strong, especially the bones, but now it has been turned away by Bai Yu, which makes Shen Shang very surprised. It seems that I have to learn from Bai Yu in the future. Shen Shang thought secretly. The Mad Knives felt that the bones of the arm had disappeared, and the heart was stunned. His other arm was immediately turned into a mad knife, but Bai Yu had already played in battle, and the palms were like the wind and the waves were rushing and rushing. Swordsman. Invisible's palm-like strength penetrates the muscles of the defense, hitting the bones wrapped in flesh and blood. The bones are touched by this strange stretch, instantly vanish from sight. The other arm of the Mad Knives, the shoulders have been hit by this strength, the bones inside are gone. Just when the Mad Knives turned pale with fright, Bai Yu came out with a palm, and a cold rush of air rushed to the knives, and then she rushed over, facing the thick ice. When the palm passed, the whole piece of ice shattered in an instant, and the people inside broke down. This made Bai Yu kill a mad knife, which made Qin Shuang not far away. She didn't expect Bai Yu to be so powerful. Without using weapon, she would fight with the Mad Knives with bare hands. Killed one. Of course, Bai Yu also used Ice Spirit Devil Aura to kill a Soul River God clan. 4 people were killed by Bai Yu, and Qin Shuang also killed an ancient fire god sect. There was still a knives left. He wanted to escape, but he was attacked by Qin Shuang and Bai Yu. It was bombarded in an instant. Let's go, Qin Shuang shouted. Shen Shang also sensed a breath. He hastily let Bai Yu and Qin Shuang enter Hidden Jade Villa, and then exert anti-strength stealth, teleport to the distant crowd, and follow the crowd out of the city. The adventure of Heavenly Flame City arrived, but it was already late. Those who followed Qin Shuang all died. It was all world-defying sacred realm. It was killed on the streets. After Shen Shang went out of town, he headed straight to the teleportation formation built by the Sun-Old Ancestor, which travels to the world-defying Soul River. It was really that was close, but fortunately you are coming fast. Qin Shuang in the Hidden Jade Villa, looking at the pieces of Wawa grass. It is a variety of alchemy herbs, a wide variety, countless. Shen Shang, this brat is also true. I only know that I am watching it. Let 2 women go to fight. Long Shui tenderly snorted and said, I thought he would shoot, so I didn't go out. I saw Sister Yu so powerful, so I didn't shoot. When I wanted to shoot, I didn't need to fight. Shen Shang said the truth. Bai Yu did solve the 2 guys very quickly. Qin Shuang nodded. I didn't expect Yu to step into world-defying sacred realm. I have this kind of strength. I think the combat experience is very rich. Bai Yu's battle experience is of course rich. She can be regarded as Shen Zhang's half-master. Just my cultivation technique just restrained them. Bai Yu said. The Violent Blade Clan is mainly to transform his bones into a sharp divine blade, and my cultivation technique is specifically designed to deal with bones. Bai Yu has a lot of experience in all kinds of battles. At this time, I also chatted with Qin Shuang. They all use the power of ice cold. After Shen Shang came to the teleportation formation, she distressedly opened it with 2 crystal emperors. He originally planned to use the way back to world-defying Soul River, but Qin Shuang told him that at the entrance to the world-defying Soul River, there was many expert guards are easy to find. So Shen Shang can only use this teleportation formation again. The time above Myriad Dao is the same as the world-defying Soul River, the day above Myriad Dao and the daytime world-defying Soul River. Shen Shang chose to travel to the world-defying Soul River during the day, because teleportation formation will send him to the river. If it is delivered at night, it will be a big problem if there are countless violent world-defying souls coming out. That's world-defying Soul River. You if wanted to come out and see? Shen Shang asked. Long Shui came out first. She was curious about world-defying Soul River and ran out at once. Bai Yu, Su Maiyao and Qin Shuang also came out, watching the calm and dark river of world-defying Soul River. When I first came, I almost went down. At that time, I didn't know the power of this river. Shen Shang looked at the river and couldn't see the other side. He said, it is not easy to cross the world-defying Soul River. I can fly, and I don't know how wide the river is. If I can't reach the other side before the night comes, what should I do? You Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, we can hide in Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, and then hide. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths can release a shield without revealing a little breath, Feng Ka said. It's hard to say that the violent world-defying soul from the world-defying Soul River has a very mysterious devour strength. The shield released by Divine Mirror of Six Paths is made up of energy, maybe it will be Devour. Shenshang shake his head. Would you like to experiment? Wait until the evening, find a way to get a small amount of violent world-defying soul, and then try it with Divine Mirror of Six Paths, says Suma Yao. Well, let's stay away from here. Shenshang looked at the sky and said. Everyone entered Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Originally he just intended to let Divine Mirror of Six Paths fly, but I didn't expect Divine Mirror of Six Paths to be able to hang up, but the highest can only be off the ground. No. Divine Mirror of Six Paths can fly, what's going on? Shenshang was surprised that Divine Mirror of Six Paths was flying faster than it was when rolling on the ground. Chapter 3364, Is it related to joining the Tao Creation Saint Stone? Su Maiyao said. Is it related to joining the Tao Creation Saint Stone? Su Maiyao said. Qin Shuang shook his head and said, No, my purple Yang Divine Sword also joined Divine Mirror of Six Paths, but I can't fly with the sword. I guess it may be related to Tao Creation spell of Divine Mirror of Six Paths, maybe Divine Mirror among the Tao Creation spells in the Six Paths, there are spells that can fly. When Divine Mirror of Six Paths refines Lei Yichen, it was played for a long time by Lei Yichen. At that time, Lei Yichen's main drum was Tao Creation spell, so Qin Shuang's guess is very likely. But it's not flying high. Isn't my strength enough? Shenshang controls the Divine Mirror of Six Paths to fly at the fastest speed. Although not high, the speed is very fast. If it is flying higher, it will be perfect. It is. It seems that I have to find time to study the Tao Creation spell, maybe I can fly. When Shenshang planned to cross the river, he released the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon and then rode the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon across the river, but he was worried that the river was too wide to be able to spend at night, when a large number of violent world-defying soul appeared. Will be sucked dry. At night, Shenshang stood on a high mountain and looked at the light and fog that came from far away. It's so beautiful, like countless fireflies. Long Shui Jiao said with a smile. It's really beautiful. When we went to World-Defying Soul River to find violent world-defying soul, we didn't have so many violent world-defying souls. Qin Shuang also saw it for the first time and felt shocked. Numerous violent world-defying soul is like a glowing tide, constantly coming in, shielding the night and illuminating the world. What's going on? It seems to be getting closer. Little rascal, are you sure these violent world-defying soul won't come over? Su Maiyao, though a bit fascinated, suddenly found something wrong. Just now, the speed of the violent soul wave was still very slow, but now it is suddenly accelerated. But, I saw it in this place last time. Shenshang last time with Song Tianquan, they are in this mountain scene, he will not remember correctly. Hell, come over, let's go. Originally pleasing to the eye, they rushed into the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, and Shenshang controlled the Divine Mirror of Six Paths to fly and quickly flew away. What do you do now? We originally planned to take some experiments, Long Shui said. The ones they picked up from the river during the day are not devour energy. It seems that only those who come out in the dark have strong devour power, or only in the dark, these violent world-defying soul will perform devour. Be away from here, let's talk about it. Shenshang controls the Divine Mirror of Six Paths to speed up the flight, but in any case, they can still see the violent world-defying soul from the Divine Mirror of Six Paths behind the sandstorm. Why is this? Shenshang couldn't understand, and the countless violent world-defying soul seemed to engulf the land. Is it because our energy is too strong? Have these guys been attracted? Su Maiyao said with a frowning eyebrow. No, last time I was with Song Uncle, they were all fine, and they were all world-defying sacred realm middle stage. They were stronger and didn't attract these violent world-defying soul. Shenshang shook his head. It must be what happened to these violent world-defying souls. Divine Mirror of Six Paths to the Sky River Mountain Range, Shenshang go to the Saint World-Defying Dragon and ask, what is the reason? There are many people in the small town outside the Sky River Mountain Range, all for the Divine Dragon Lake. Divine Dragon Lake is the lake where Saint World-Defying Dragons are located. This is the name you take. On the World-Defying Soul River, as long as the well-informed people know about Divine Dragon Lake, they come here just to see the dragons in legend. They think that Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan will definitely be cruel. Divine Dragon Lake, after all, they have died a lot of people there, and they are all good players. It's so lively. Qin Shuang, through the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, saw many people in the Sky River Mountain Range hunting her beast. When she was at Ancient Fire God Sect, she heard about the Sky River Mountain Range. Now she already knows why there are so many dragons in the Divine Dragon Lake, which are transmitted through Divine Soil Forbidden Land, and Long Shui, a lovely woman, is a white dragon. If she doesn't say anything, Qin Shuang does not. No. Later, Qin Shuang also knew that this white dragon was actually the wife of Shen Zhang's, and at that time he was low in the heart of Shen Shang. Shen Shang came to Divine Dragon Lake. Long Shui opened a small mouth, let Divine Mirror of Six Paths fly in. Along the way, Divine Mirror of Six Paths were used by Shen Shang to stealth, and others could not find it. When she came back, Shen Shang saw that the island had been enlarged a lot and built many houses, while in the middle it was a mountain with water and mountains. Long Jiu, their core figures, lived in the villa. Shen Shang comes out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and goes directly to Long Jiu. Shen Shang, come back so soon. See you in a hurry, what the hell is going on? Shen Shang came to a hall where Long Jiuxiao was here. Major event, Shen Shang said. You know world-defying soul river. Every night, violent world-defying soul will come out of the river. Of course I know that the violent world-defying soul is very terrifying. At night, these violent world-defying souls have a very strange devour power that can devour all kinds of energy. Wherever you go, you can't live without it. Long Jiu said. What's wrong? Just stay away from these things, that's all right. Violent world-defying soul came out of world-defying soul river and spread more widely, and I don't know how it is now. Shen Shang told Long Jiu about what he had encountered before. After listening to Long Jiu, his face changed slightly. Most likely it is violent soul calamity. What is going on? Shen Shang was surprised. Is it terrible? If the defense is not good, at least half of the people on world-defying soul river will be devoured. Long Jiu said. I also listened to my former owner. Violent soul calamity has appeared before. Many people at that time I don't know. People who are above the world-defying soul river have little to die. Violent world-defying soul can also devour during the day. Shen Shang felt incredible. No, but during the day, the violent world-defying soul will float to the sky and it will be difficult to get it in the catch. Once in the night, it will come down and start devour. Long Jiu said. Perhaps this is for us to fly dragons. It's a good thing, because I can fly up and I can swallow these violent world-defying soul in large quantities. Long Jiuxiao said with a smile. If this is the case, then we can eat a meal and eat a lot of violent world-defying soul, which will allow us to enhance the saint world-defying soul, perhaps to promote me to world-defying sacred realm middle stage. Violent world-defying soul is delicious. Long Shui came out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and asked curiously. It's not good at all, says Shen Shang, who can only wait a few more days to see if violent soul calamity has happened. Chapter 3365. Originally, Shen Shang was going to cross the river, but now that he has such a thing, he can only wait and see. To determine this, he entered the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and left the Divine Dragon Lake with a few women to the small town outside. There are all kinds of people here and you can learn a lot from it. Sure enough, Shen Shang just came here shortly and learned about violent soul calamity. A large group of violent world-defying soul came out of the world-defying soul river and slowly floated. However, many people don't panic because they all know that the solution is to hide under the ground or hide in the cave. This is the experience accumulated in the last violent soul calamity. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are definitely very familiar with violent soul calamity, and everyone knows that this news is also through them. Go, let's try it. Can you catch some violent world-defying soul during the day? Shen Shang said. I don't know these violent world-defying soul from world-defying soul river, and when we practiced it, what is the difference between the spirit and the sense? Shen Shang has captured a lot of violent world-defying soul through mental stimulation, but those violent world-defying soul will not devour. 2 days passed. At night, a large glimmer of fog appeared in the sky. The violent soul calamity had covered the entire Divine Dragon Lake. Shen Shang did not return to Divine Dragon Lake at this time. He knew that Long Jiu had a way to deal with it. Maybe Divine Dragon Lake's barrier can withstand these violent world-defying soul. Shen Shang has long been to an uninhabited area far from the city. His Divine Mirror of Six Paths is also hidden deep below. Now he is not sure whether Divine Mirror of Six Paths can withstand the devour of violent world-defying soul. After a night, Shen Shang came from a deep underground surface and found only the original Wawa Green Mountains, unexpectedly becoming bare. All the flowers and trees were gone, and there may be only the roots buried deep in the ground. It's terrifying. Shen Shang releases the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, rides above the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon and flies to the sky. He overlooks the earth from a high altitude, and there is no shadow of the green leaves below. All of them are given to devour by violent world-defying soul. I don't know when it will be recovered after this natural disaster. The Snowlet Fire Divine Dragon released by Shen Shang is not very big, so it will not be too conspicuous and will allow him to fly above the sky. In the sky, there is a chi mist that releases a faint golden light. From below, it looks like the whole sky is covered with golden clouds. It is very beautiful, except that the golden mist is composed of countless violent world-defying souls. At night, these violent world-defying souls will become very terrifying, devour everything. When Shen Shang came to the sky and touched the violent world-defying soul, he felt a burst of violent strength pouring into his body, but if he could resist this strength, it would have no small impact on him. These violent world-defying souls are not independent individuals, but a large group of large groups. Shen Shang just touched these violent world-defying souls and felt that many strengths were attacked. He took out Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove, took more than 10,000 spots into it, and then went deep into the ground. Now he just has to wait until the night to release a small amount of violent world-defying soul to see how it is devour. Only a few violent world-defying soul, even devour, Shen Shang can control. One of the deepest attempts below, Long Shui asked Shen Shang to make a few violent world-defying soul from Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove, which looks like a few shiny rice. I want to try and look good. Long Shui happily said with a smile, looking at the palm of the light, these are the violent world-defying soul, how to look is not like a good thing. You have been eating dragons for so many years, you are still as usual. Shen Shang vigorously twisted her lovely face. Su Maiyao Qin Shuang they also looked around. The violent world-defying soul on the world-defying soul river is really different. The violent world-defying soul we felt at Divine Soil Forbidden Land was not like this, says Su Maiyao. Well, it's violent. Bai Yuyu touched one of the light spots with his fingers and felt the pain like a mosquito bite. Is there no problem to eat? Su Maiyao is a little worried. Shui, you still don't want to eat. I am refined into Dan to eat for you. I just want to try. Long Shui has swallowed the few violent world-defying souls, then frowned and waited for a response. Qin Shuang is also very curious about what it would be like to eat these violent world-defying souls directly. Is there any reaction? Shen Shang patted her face. I was refining, the energy released by these little things is still very good, can enhance the Saint World-Defying soul, although it was very violent at first, but when it touched the soul of Saint World-Defying, it was devoured by Saint World-Defying. Long Shui happily said with a smile, if we fly to the high-end devour, it will definitely improve quickly. Shen Shang said in front of her eyes, when it is dawn, I will let my Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon go up and eat enough. We ate soul-defying saint pill, that's all right. Su Maiyao said, we don't have the trick of you. The violent world-defying soul in the sky is indeed very much, not countable. At this time, during the day, Shen Shang came to the ground, released the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, and made the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon the biggest, opened the huge mouth and released a suction, like the super whirlpool in the sea. Devour those violent world-defying soul. Be careful, don't let your Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon squat, if you get indigested, it will be very troublesome. Long Shui saw Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, and was scared, she thought it was more than she thought. There is still more exaggeration. When did you have such a dragon? Su Maiyao had only seen Shen Shang riding a little dragon before, but now that Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon has become the biggest, the release of the might has scared her. This dragon is different from the dragon in the 9 Firmaments Dragon City. It has a special feeling and gives you some feeling of fear. Bai Yuyu frowned. What do you feel? Shen Shang asked. He didn't feel it. Death, Long Shui said. Destruction, Bai Yuyu said. Evil, said Qin Shuang. Kill, said Su Maiyao. Shen Shang groaned. He looked at the 4 women, their faces were serious, not like laughing, but he could not sense these breaths. He was suddenly remembered when he met Long Jiu in the blood of the Sea of Fire. Long Jiu once told him to let him know, don't be killed by Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, let him control the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon. Is this a good thing? Shen Shang groaned and asked. Bai Yuyu shook his head. I don't know, if you are in control, it's not a bad thing. But if you get out of control, it's hard to say. Shenshang controls the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon to continue to swallow a large number of violent world-defying soul, which, like the sea, rushed into the mouth of the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon. I can control him, Shenshang frowned and said, his fists were tight and tight. Chapter 3366. Shenshang didn't know why, he couldn't sense the feelings of these women about Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, and he didn't feel it with Feng Ka of his together, otherwise he told him. Qin Shuang may have been sensed before, but not sure, it is said now. Did Grandma Long yell at me before, because she saw something wrong with my Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon? Shenshang thought secretly, continuing to control the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon to devour those violent world-defying soul. There are a lot of violent world-defying soul in the sky, and Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon can't make these violent world-defying souls less. Eat a meal, Shenshang looked at Long Shui, said with a smile, you have wanted to go up too. Long Shui originally thought, but then shook his head again, it's still soul-defying Saint Pill. Soul-defying Saint Pill is also made by violent world-defying soul. It feels better to eat. If you eat these violent world-defying soul directly, you still need to refining. The process of refining is very long, so Long Shui finally decided not to eat. It is. As the day fades, Shenshang returns the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon to the Divine Sea World. After returning, he turns the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon into the actual 6 beasts, and then the 6 beasts begin to refining the large number of violent world-defying souls that devour today. We are going back to the depths, and it is going to be dark now, Qin Shuang said. After returning to the underground secret room, Shenshang took out the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths and released several violent world-defying souls that were caught during the day. After dark, violent world-defying soul finally reacted again and began to produce the power of Devour, drifting toward Shenshang. Standing on the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, Shenshang hastily controlled the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, releasing a shield from the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. After seeing the violent world-defying soul hit the defensive shield, stopped and can't stay close. Successful, Shenshang was slightly surprised, but he soon discovered that these violent world-defying souls entered the energy of the fast Devour shield. Although it is only a very weak energy of Devour, it does not affect the shield of Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, but if the violent world-defying soul is more, then Devour will be very fast. Shenshang controls the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths movement, although the violent world-defying soul is now first stage away, but the violent world-defying soul still absorbs the energy of the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths in the distance. What is going on? These violent world-defying souls are able to separate the energy of the Devour Divine Mirror of 6 Paths shield, which is too terrifying. Shenshang is disheartened, and the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is released. The cover, actually cannot defend against these strange violent world-defying soul. Enter Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. Su Maiyao said. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is a divine tool, and it is made from a variety of materials. Maybe you don't need any shields to resist these thing. After Shenshang entered the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, he released more violent world-defying soul, which is now dozens of. Violent world-defying soul is like a firefly, floating in this dark stone room. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths Jing Jing is flat on the ground, but these violent world-defying soul are not close, and there is no Devour energy. If violent world-defying soul can devour energy, it will shine, but now it is not. It can be seen that Divine Mirror of 6 Paths has not released any energy, and violent world-defying soul has not sensed it. This Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is amazing. It's made with so many crystal emperors, it's not smelled by these violent world-defying soul. Shenshang is now peace of mind. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths can defend these violent world-defying soul. If you want to try it out, Qin Shuang said, there are only a few violent world-defying souls here, and the effect may not be too obvious. If you go to the above, there will be many violent world-defying souls, so you can really check Divine Mirror. The defense ability of the 6 Paths. Shenshang nodded. He came out of the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. After dozens of violent world-defying souls sensed him, he immediately floated and started devour when he was close to him. He didn't need to touch him. These little things. Shenshang released a spiritual power, grabbed the violent world-defying soul and threw it into Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove. I won't go out, control Divine Mirror of 6 Paths to go to that's alright. Shenshang hid in the deep secret room and controlled Divine Mirror of 6 Paths from a passage to the ground. After coming to the ground, Shenshang, through the induction of divine mirror of six paths, saw the fire-like spots everywhere, densely packed, like a glowing sandstorm madly rolling, shocking and full of horror. Divine mirror of six paths stayed for a while, and Shen Shang did not sense the energy of the divine mirror of six paths, indicating that the divine mirror of six paths is not protected by energy shields and will not be used by these violent world-defying souls. Found. Successful, it seems that we can go to the other side right away. Shen Shang was very excited and controlled divine mirror of six paths. After divine mirror of six paths came back, he checked it again and decided to sigh. At dawn, Shen Shang originally wanted to release the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, but the six beasts were sleeping in the Divine Sea World, apparently eating too much violent world-defying soul yesterday. When the six beasts are sleeping, they release a burst of pure and holy energy. He lets his saint world-defying soul absorb the energy and have a good effect. Then we will start on the road. Qin Shuang can't wait, because her grandfather is likely to be on the other side. It is good. Shen Shang enters the divine mirror of six paths and then comes out of the deep below. After coming to the ground, the divine mirror of six paths floats and flies quickly to the world-defying soul river. He had told Long Jushao and Long Jiu before, he would have a period of time and would not come back. He did not tell them to go to world-defying soul river, otherwise they would be blocked by them. Long Shui, a few of them also came out of Hidden Jade Villa, in the room inside the divine mirror of six paths, looking at the sea of light and fog outside. Is these violent world-defying souls just one layer of violent world-defying soul? I don't know what will happen on the second, third and fourth floors. Long Shui is very curious. Dragon Brat, what are the layers of your violent world-defying soul? Shen Shang remembered now. Of course it's 4-story, I'm world-defying divine beast, it's easy to go to the 4th floor, all crazy dragon spirit. Long Shui tenderly snorted and said, don't look down on people. Shen Shang just wanted to say something, divine mirror of six paths suddenly trembled fiercely. What's wrong? Bai Yuyu hastily asked. I bumped into something. Shen Shang was surprised. This thing will move, just passing by me, I will be hit. Then, through the divine mirror of six paths, they can see what they have just hit, unexpectedly a giant leopard with a scale. This is, Mad Soul Beast. Shen Shang was shocked. Is this kind of thing not going to be devour? The Mad Soul Beast was not affected, which made Shen Shang feel incredible. Boom! The scalp of the scales of the giant leopard slammed into the divine mirror of six paths, making the divine mirror of six paths violent. This guy, arrogant. Shen Shang was angry and released 2 poisonous monkeys. Chapter 3367. Both poisonous monkeys were Mad Soul Beast. After going out, they didn't have any influence, and they were not discovered by the giant leopard. The strength of the giant leopard should be around the world-defying sacred realm middle stage. Although the strength of the poisonous monkey is not strong, it is very poisonous, the speed is fast, and the hiding is very strong. Soon, the thick scale of the giant leopard is poisonous monkey, a poisonous monkey, squirting a venom from the tip of the claw and injecting it into the body of the giant leopard. It wasn't long before the giant leopard fell to the ground, and Shen Shang brought in the giant leopard. Shen Shang took a beast core from the giant leopard, then placed the beast core outside and found that it was not taken by violent world-defying soul devour. They are all family, so not devour the same kind. Shen Shang frowned. Maybe these mad soul beasts evolved from violent world-defying soul during the scourge. Su Maiyao said. The beast core contains a lot of world-defying violent soul power, but a big tonic. Forget it, give these little brats. Shen Shang gave the beast core to 3 poisonous monkeys, and the poisonous monkey became stronger. After that, he was his best card. Divine Mirror of Six Paths continues to fly fast. Now he knows that Soul Beast is okay here, the night is still safe to walk, not devour, and these crazy Soul Beast will madly eat violent world-defying soul come to be strong. After violent soul calamity, these crazy soul beasts will definitely become very strong. Qin Shuang said, it's better to let your 3 monkeys go out and try them. Can they swallow violent world-defying soul? Shen Shang let the poisonous monkey go out, although the poisonous monkey can swallow it, but it is very slow to eat. After all, the poisonous monkey is too small, and there is no other way to swallow it quickly, even if Shen Shang catches a lot to help them, they not so fast to digest. The effect is not very good, they will be much faster when they eat beast core. Shen Shang said that he had previously fed soul-defying saint pill to poisonous monkey, and poisonous monkey liked it very much, but they were refining at a slower rate. I can eat once every a period of time. When passing through a city, Shenshong found that the entire city was empty and should be completely hidden under the depths. As long as the energy was not sensed by these violent world-defying soul, it was safe. Flying straight, Divine Mirror of Six Paths quickly came to the shore of the world-defying soul river. It's time to start crossing the river. Shenshong said. I hope everything goes well. The Divine Mirror of Six Paths has already flown to the river, and there are plenty of violent world-defying souls coming out, endless, and there are so many places where these violent world-defying souls come from. These violent world-defying souls are very weak, but they have a certain devour force. How was violent world-defying soul born? Shenshong looked at world-defying soul river, which seems to be born every moment. A large number of violent world-defying soul. Countless violent world-defying soul overflowed from the river and only flew in the same direction, but did not fly to the mysterious opposite. The opposite side does not exist on the other side. Shen Zhang's Divine Mirror of Six Paths is still very low from the river, cannot fly too high, which makes him a little embarrassed. If the river suddenly appears something powerful, will definitely let him unprepared. In Divine Mirror of Six Paths, everyone's heart is full of expectations, because they will soon be able to go to a mysterious field, where they were in the past. Many experts know nothing about this mysterious field. And those more powerful experts are mysteriously missing. My grandfather, Ji Yutong, they should all be here. They are strong and capable of crossing the world-defying soul river. Qin Shuang said. My grandmother seems to know some of these things on the other side, but she refuses to say, and she is full of fear of this place, and I don't know why. Is there a lot of great things there? I'll see it in the past, Shenshong said. You'll have to stay in Hidden Jade Villa all the time, never come out. If you're scattered, it's too dangerous. If I'm alone, I rely on Divine Mirror of Six Paths can easily escape. A few women nodded. Their strength is not weak, but in the face of the unknown danger, they need to be more cautious. If only Shenshong himself can retreat, but they do not have so many means of Shenshong. Divine Mirror of Six Paths flying above the world-defying soul river, it was very calm and steady, and there was nothing to come across. All the way, there were countless violent world-defying soul flying out of the river. These violent world-defying soul did not sense the presence of Divine Mirror of Six Paths, so Divine Mirror of Six Paths is very safe. The night soon passed. Divine Mirror of Six Paths still flew over the river. The river was so wide that Shenshong felt like he was crossing the sea. At this time, the two sides could not be seen. Divine Mirror of Six Paths suspended in the water. In the place where the height is high, the river below is dark and looks very strange, which is a little scary. It's all daytime, not yet on the other side. Shenshong frowned. His Divine Mirror of Six Paths was very fast, and at this speed he couldn't reach the other side overnight, showing how wide the river is. During the day, no violent world-defying soul flew out of the river, making the river look even more dead. Shenshong can only continue to fly the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. He feels that he should be able to see the other side soon. He is confident in his speed. 3 days later, in the middle of the night, the Divine Mirror of Six Paths was shuttled through a large number of violent world-defying souls, but then came to an area where there was no violent world-defying soul. Look at the river, Long Shui shouted. Before the river was black lacquered, but the river here was pale gold, and the lake was not so dead and quiet. In this area, there was a weak breeze blowing the river. The pale golden river was slightly rippled, sparkling, golden. The brilliance of the brilliance is very beautiful. How could this be? Qin Shuang said. Be careful, maybe there is something here. You can see the other side. Shenshong was shocked. In the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, they can see a large tree in the distance. The river banks are all trees. They can be clearly seen under the golden light of the river, and these trees are very tall. The other side is actually in the middle of the night. There will be no area where violent world-defying soul comes out. I don't know what kind of environment is it. Su Maiyao's charming eyes are full of curiosity, staring at the clear light curtain in the room, from which the light can see everything outside. I knew it in the past. I made the Divine Mirror of Six Paths smaller. Shen Zhang's Divine Mirror of Six Paths can be much smaller, and it becomes safer than sand. Divine Mirror of Six Paths can hide the energy of its own, and now it has become very small. If you don't deliberately detect all the movements around, it is difficult to find the existence of Divine Mirror of Six Paths. In the future, Shenshong put a lot of materials into the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, which is a very sensible choice and is now very useful. There is something jumping out of the river. It's a human. Golden Man, Long Shui shouted, very surprised. Chapter 3368. Shenshang. They are now focusing on the person who jumped out of the river. Shenshang. They are now focusing on the person who jumped out of the river. There is one more. Long Shui was shouted again. These people are slender, light-haired, and their bodies are like gold-colored scales. They are shining golden light, which looks like the golden light on the river. More and more, said Shenshang. The golden portrait is a fish that leaps from the river and climbs the river bank. There are more than 100. Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths has now flown over and quietly followed these people into the woods. Among the forests, there are all kinds of beautiful flowers, which release multicolored brilliance in the darkness, which makes the forest full of gorgeous scenery. The group of gold scales was called by something and consciously came to an empty place. Yes, we have a lot of good seedlings in the violent soul. Once born, it is the strength of violent world-defying realm, haha. An old man suddenly appeared. The old man's mouth has 2 squid-like beards. The mouth is also like a fish mouth, and there are fish scales on the half of the face. Hearing the voice of this old man, Shenshang, they probably understand. I didn't expect the people on the other side to be humanoid creatures born by violent world-defying soul. Qin Shuang said. It should be more than just the violent soul fish family, there will be more ethnic groups here. These guys should be crazy soul demon. Little Shuang, have you heard of it? Long Shui asked, and they all followed Qin Shuang as Qin Shuang, and Qin Shuang didn't mind. I haven't heard of it. I don't know how many such people. In short, these guys are not weak. When they are born, they are the peak of violent world-defying realm. Qin Shuang frowned, and we have to cultivate to the peak of violent world-defying realm. Yes, they will soon be able to step into world-defying sacred realm, which is really a very strong group. Says Bai Yu. The ethnic group here should be the most powerful of demon clan. On the other side, it's all soul beast and human beings. Su Maiyao said. The newly born baby is the peak of violent world-defying realm, then their ethnic group the core strength in the must be strong. Shenshang said. They are all born out of world-defying soul river. Why does world-defying soul river directly breed this powerful demon? The hundreds of fish people have gone far, and Shenshang is not going to follow the past. They don't know what the fisherman's attitude towards humans is. If they are hostile, they have no use in the past. Go ahead, continue to explore and see if there are any places where humans gather. Qin Shuang said. In a sense, Soul River God Clan and Violent Blade Clan are also born by world-defying Soul River. They belong to the demon class, but they have no obvious characteristics, and they are very similar to human beings, and they are regarded as human beings. The characteristics of the Violent Blade Clan are outstanding, and their arms can be turned into a very strong knife. Shenshang controls the divine mirror of 6 paths and flies forward. He wants to leave the forest, but when he flies to the daytime, he still does not fly out of the forest, where the same variety of trees are everywhere. Would you like to go out and see if you can meet someone who is better talking? Shenshang asked for a few women's opinions. Okay, but you have to be careful. Su Maiyao nodded, and several of her women nodded and agreed, and Shenshang sent them to Hidden Jade Villa. Shenshang is out of the divine mirror of 6 paths and is truly on the opposite side of the mystery. He took a deep breath of air and found that the air contained a very strange energy, like the soul of violent world-defying soul, which made him unable to take a few more mouthfuls. Shenshang, a person walks in the forest, sees beautiful flowers and plants, and gets in and gives them to a few women to watch. After a long walk, he suddenly heard the sound of the horseshoe. Is there a horse in this place? Shenshang quickly jumped into the canopy above a big tree and hid it. He just jumped up and saw a horse running down and stopped at the place where he had just collected flowers. To be precise, this is not a horse, but a human face. This is a centaur. The head of the horse is the upper body of the human body. He has arms and looks like a handsome man. He wears a soft armor and wraps his body very tightly. He carries something on the horse and does not know what it is. Is it centaur? Shenshang secretly said in heart. This guy seems to have found that there is movement here, so come over. Shenshang carefully sensed the strength of this centaur, which is a level higher than the world-defying sacred realm middle stage. Not a world-defying sacred realm late stage, there should be nothing to fear, I will meet him. Shenshang made up his mind. Cough cough. Shenshang coughed twice in the tree. After the discovery of centaur below, I didn't know what was going on. He had a bow and arrow in his hand, pulling the bowstring at an extremely fast speed, firing an arrow and shooting at Shen Shang. Your uncle. Shen Shang quickly ducked, and his heart darkened. The strength of the centaur is very strong, the speed of archery is extremely fast. Shen Shang just evaded, and another arrow rained. Shen Shang had to use the divine mirror of 6 paths to block it. Hey, what do you mean? Just meet, you want my life. Shen Shang was angry and decided to give a good lesson to the stinking centaur, who released 3 poisonous monkeys. Centaur seems to find something close, a heart in the wild, turned around in the same place, the bow and arrow in his hand shot, but it is not able to hit the speed of the poisonous monkey. Centaur regretted for a while, and he didn't expect to encounter this tricky prey. Using strange intoxicating spirit poison, Shen Shang gave orders to 3 poisonous monkeys. The poisonous monkey launched an attack in which 2 poisonous monkeys distracted Centaur's attention, and the other was close to Centaur, scratching Centaur's ass and injecting the strange intoxicating spirit poison. Centaur's body is so big, it's too good to start. After the poisonous monkey succeeded, Shen Shang let the poisonous monkey come back. You, hello despicable. Centaur's voice was a little weak, with endless fear. Live, I was going to talk to you. I didn't expect you to say anything, just attack me. Shen Shang jumped from the tree and looked at the stupid centaur. What the hell are you? You are not Soul Demon. Centaur saw that Shen Shang had no features of demon beast and was shocked. You are a man. Yes, do you want to die? Shen Shang coldly smiled. You can't do it. I will kill you now. Damn centaur, you almost scared me, right? Shen Shang took out the 9 firmaments divine sword and placed it on the neck of centaur. The centaur, which fell to the ground, was trembled at this time. He was in the strange intoxicating spirit poison. His body was soft and only a little strength, which made him reluctant. Speak. I don't want to die, you don't want to kill me. Centaur is very afraid of death, and there is a domineering stance of just bowing in archery, just like a dead dog pleading with Shen Shang. Chapter 3369. Shen Shang saw Centaur's look of death at this moment, and his heart was speechless. The centaur archery was just awesome, cool, but now it has become this bear. I can't kill you, but you almost killed me just now. You scared me to know. Shen Zhang's voice is full of threats and says, so, you have to give me some compensation. Are there any precious things on your body? Centaur has been poisoned. He seems to know that he has a very powerful poison. Even if he uses his strong strength, he can only slowly push the poison away. If he wants to detoxify himself, it will take a long time. Big brother, I am sorry. I came out to hunt here. I thought that everything here is prey, and you look, it looks like a monkey. That is a monkey. Centaur said with a sad face. If I knowing that you are human, I will never fight. Shen Shang expression a cold. I am like a monkey. Have you seen a monkey so handsome? It seems that you don't want to live, actually say that I am like a monkey. Centaur stunned, more panicked, hastily shouted. No, it's all my eyes, I'm wrong, you guys don't care about villains, let me go, I'm still young, don't want to die, big brother. As for your bear, I am too lazy to kill you. Shen Shang coldly snorted. Quickly hand over your good things, I may be able to spare you, or I will take you to feed the monkeys. Shen Shang showed the 3 poisonous monkeys and saw the 3 little monkeys. Centaur had a fear on his face because he was poisoned by the 3 monkeys. I have no good things on my body, Centaur said. In this case, I can only send you on the road. Shen Shang touched the blade, said with a sneer, my 3 monkeys are starving. Don't worry, when your body is foraging, you already dead, I can't feel the pain. Centaur was frightened and cried out. This made Shen Shang didn't know whether to cry or laugh. This guy also looks like a horse. He cried when he cried. Big brother, I am really wrong, you let me go. Centaur did know that he was wrong, regretted it, and regretted crying. There must be something good in you. Shen Shang coldly snorted. He suddenly felt that the centaur was not only worried, but also a bit stupid. No, can't give it to you. Centaur swallowed and then courageously said, you can't die for you. Shen Shang thought about it and said, okay, I won't kill you, I will help you detoxify. Centaur heard it, and I was so happy that I quickly said, thank you, I will not attack you again in the future. Wait, don't be too happy. I just came to this ghost place, I am not familiar with life. You need to take me a ride and take me to a place with humans. I will ride on you. It will feel very good. Not bad, said Shen Shang. No, I can't be riding, and I can't die. Centaur said reluctantly. Well, this won't work, that won't work, I can only take you to feed the monkeys. Shenshong let the 3 poisonous monkeys release the claws with acute poison. After Centaur saw it, he almost cried out. He was a noble centaur. How can he feed the monkey? I can give you good things, but not the one on me. I will take you to a place where there are many good things, can you get them? Look at yourself, Centaur suddenly said. Shenshong coldly snorted. How is this called? It is clear that I have to get it myself. What the hell is it? Tao Creation Saint Stone, don't you know if you have heard of it? Centaur said. This thing belongs to me, but it was taken over, but I know where it is hidden. Shenshong was screaming in the heart, actually it was Tao Creation Saint Stone. How big is it? Shenshong expression does not move. Tao Creation Saint Stone I also have it, but if it is too small, it is not worth the risk. There are only 2 in total. Centaur sighed. It was mine. Shenshong suddenly thinks that this centaur is not simple, I can know this kind of thing, but how does he seem so shackled? Well, you take me, I can see if I can get it. Also, don't play tricks, or if you are caught by me, I won't kill you, it will make you feel better than death. Shenshong gloomy and cold smiled and scared the centaur for a while. Shenshong took detoxification Dan, and this detoxification Dan was only able to temporarily ease the situation, not affected by the strange intoxicating spirit poison. When the drug of detoxification Dan failed, the strange intoxicating spirit poison will break out again. You don't think you can completely detoxify if you eat it. You need to eat a few more to completely detoxify, so don't play tricks, or you will suffer yourself, Shenshong said. Centaur grimaced and ate the detoxification Dan, and the strength gradually recovered. Big brother, your poison is really powerful. Centaur said. Now he doesn't dare to talk about Shenshong anymore, but he is very afraid of Shen Zhang's 3 poisonous monkeys, very terrible. What is your name? Shenshong asked. Ma Tianai, what about your big brother? Shenshong, hurry and take me to the Tao Creation Saint Stone. Shenshong said that if you can get 2 Tao Creation Saint Stones, then the harvest is not small. Ma Tianai nodded and ran wildly. I have to admit that this centaur runs very fast. You guy, wait for me. Shenshong shouted in the back. Ma Tianai heard Shen Zhang's shouting and immediately slowed down, and Shenshong followed. You can't run on me. Shenshong complained. Your speed is very fast, and you are still a horse. No, absolutely not. Ma Tianai's voice is very determined, and he will not die. Okay, Shenshong can only count, completely dispelling the idea of this centaur. Shenshong followed Ma Tianai, shuttled through the forest and asked him many things. This forest is very large. It is called Soul Demon Sacred Forest. There are all kinds of soul demon gathered here. There are also many human beings. The strength of human beings here is only flat, but the number is quite small. Shenshong learned that most of these humans came from the world-defying Soul River. There is no human being here. Shenshong guessed that there was a period of time in the past, and world-defying Soul River was very good. There are quite a few humans coming over. Ma Tianai is now taking Shenshong to the site of their Centaur Soul Demon, Centaur Sacred City, a very huge city, where Ma Tianai says there are millions of soul demons and humans. This is indeed a very big city. There are so many soul demon on the opposite side of world-defying Soul River. After Qin Shuang learned it in Hidden Jade Villa, it was a surprise, and the number was much more than the human side. There are only a few million in a big city, and on the other side, when the small city of Sky River Mountain Range is full, there are only a few 100,000 people. There are a lot of huge 1,000 people in the big city. Chapter 3370. This mysterious opposite bank seems to be more developed and more powerful. Shenshong remembers the fish people he saw before. He was just born, and he has the strength of violent world-defying realm, which is hard to match. Shenshong followed Ma Tianai to Centaur Sacred City. The city was built in the middle of the forest. The walls were surrounded by a large trunk. There is no castle barrier in the city, but there are many centaur handheld bows on the wall to guard the city. It's relatively simple. Shenshong just came to the door of the city and came to the conclusion that there is no large formation in the city. If a war breaks out, the city can be destroyed if it is just outside. Where is it? Our Centaur Sacred City is the best city in Soul Demon Sacred Forest. Ma Tianai, dissatisfied, coldly snorted. In such a broken city, I can kill it all at once. Shenshong is also coldly snorted. Do not believe. Ma Tianai said. Okay, then I will show it to you now. Shen Shang took a deep breath and started to run the strength of the body. Don't mess, I believe in you. Ma Tianai saw Shen Shang seriously, worried about what happened to Shen Shang, and quickly shouted. Ma Tianai came to the city gate with Shen Shang. Shen Shang originally thought that he would give something to the city, but he did not expect that the centaur guards saw the Ma Tianai, and they were very respectful. This guy has a lot to come. Shen Shang thought of it secretly, then followed Ma Tianai into the city. After entering the city, Ma Tianai took Shen Shang to the most spacious street in the middle. After many of the centaurs on the street saw Ma Tianai, unexpectedly they all let a road come. What is this guy coming to? Shen Shang is curious in his heart, and Ma Tianai is obviously a party here. Shen Shang didn't ask him about his status before. It's not easy to ask questions now, just silently following. About half an hour later, Ma Tianai took Shen Shang into a very luxurious palace. This is the Imperial Palace of Centaur Sacred City. This Ma Tianai is actually a royal member of Centaur Demon Clan. It is no wonder that he was in the prestige. Good guy, what the hell are you coming to? Shen Shang whispered. I am Crown Prince. Ma Tianai said smelly fart. You are a Crown Prince. Shen Shang couldn't believe it. He immediately thought of the former bear-like bear of Centaur. This bear goods was actually Crown Prince, which surprised him. Ma Tianai saw Shen Shang faceless, whispered, you can't talk about things before, it will make me very embarrassed. If someone asks you, you will say that it is my friend, I know when I am hunting. I know. Shen Shang had a weird smile on his face. When Ma Tianai recalled his beggar-like bear, he couldn't help but look old. It was really shameful. He didn't expect that he would be so timid, because he had never encountered such a thing since he was a child. He has always been but spoiled and grown up. Shen Shang finally understands why Ma Tianai does not let him ride. Actually, this is Crown Prince of Centaur Demon Clan. If someone sees a human riding on his back, this face can be lost. Just like his life. What about our previous agreement? Shen Shang whispered. You come with me. Ma Tianai took Shen Shang to a small villa in the Imperial Palace. The name of the villa is Celestial Sea Villa. It was built for Ma Tianai. After all, he is Crown Prince. It is normal to have such a large site. The small villa is very deserted, and no one can see it. It is a surprise to Shen Shang. Here is your own one. Shen Shang whispered. No way, I lost power, no one mixed with me, only myself, they all ran away, they worried that I would rebel, fearing to be tired, so I ran away early. Ma Tianai helplessly sighed. Come to a living room with Shen Shang. What a joke, you will rebel. Shen Shang couldn't help but laugh. Ma Tianai, this guy is afraid of death, and he can't dare to give him 10 dogs. Do you think I dare? Ma Tianai saw Shen Zhang's mocking smile, as if he felt that his dignity had been trampled, and he said with a serious look. You are so afraid of death, of course not dare. Shen Shang laughed, looking for a chair to sit down. I don't know who it is, I was scared to have a few pounds of tears, such a guy would rebel. Kill me or not believe. Don't look down on me, I will become stronger. Ma Tianai was very dissatisfied. He felt that he was very bad luck. The people in his own village were all gone, and he was hit hard. In order to make himself stronger, he decided to go out of the city to practice and fight what he was hunting. He knew that he was insidious like Shen Shang, almost lost his life, and was scared to cry. Dao Creation Saint Stone, where is it? Shen Shang asked. Ma Tianai knows that Shen Shang is a very capable guy, a human being, who dares to run around in the forest. He wants to see how strong Shen Shang is, because in his eyes, Shen Zhang's is not as strong as him. When he got up, Shen Shang couldn't catch up with him. He thought through this aspect. I am Crown Prince, I should have been a successor, but there are a lot of princes here. There are a lot better than me. They all think that I am not qualified to be a Centaur God Emperor, so they are putting pressure on my Imperial father. Finally I am Imperial. Father announced that the strongest can be the real successor, and also get 2 Dao Creation Saint Stone rewards. Ma Tianai said. Shen Shang understood, and said, then you lose, you think that 2 Dao Creation Saint Stone is yours, but now it has been taken away, right? Ma Tianai shook her head. No, I didn't go to the competition, the last winner was 5 Prince. He still felt dissatisfied after he got 2 Dao Creation Saint Stones, because he knew that Imperial Father gave me 2 Dao Creation Saint Stones. Quote. 5 Prince thinks that I have 2 Dao Creation Saint Stones. It's unfair, let me hand it over, I'm still very boneless, so I didn't give it. When Ma Tianai said that he was very angry, Shen Shang looked at him with disdain. Hey, Ma Tianai knew that Shen Shang was laughing at him. He was really frightened by Shen Shang before he became like that. Well, what happened in the end? Shen Shang asked. The last 5 prince snatched my Tao Creation Saint Stone, Imperial Father did not care, no one helped me, because 5 prince is the heir to the future emperor, no one wants to offend him. Ma Tianai shook his head. The original 5 princes said, as long as he beats him, he will return the 2 Tao Creation Saint Stones to me. If you can beat him, it is yours, I don't want to. Shen Shang thought about it and thought it was quite worthwhile, just defeat the 5 prince, that's all right. What strength is he? Shen Shang asked, and he decided to give it a try. Chapter 3371. Ma Tianai thought about it and said, he seems to have just stepped into the world-defying sacred realm late stage. Although I am the peak of the world-defying sacred realm middle stage, it is not his opponent. How are you so weak? Shen Shang laughed. You are a crown prince. What are the resources for cultivation? Shouldn't it be less than other guys? You are actually surpassed, even if someone's cultivation base is higher than you, but you are crown prince, you should be challenged. There is also a force behind other princes. It is our centaur demon clan. Other forces are supporting prince. Once prince successfully climbs the throne, those forces will be able to take off. Ma Tianai said, but no one supports me. Okay, you go to the guy, I want to challenge him, can you, said Shen Shang. He just said that he was going to challenge him and didn't say anyone. I am going to ask him, Ma Tianai said. Why should I go with you? I am here waiting for you, you go to that's alright, said Shen Shang. When you go together, you can explain it. Ma Tianai is actually a little scared to pull Shen Zhang's. He doesn't know why. Shen Shang gives him the feeling that he is a fearless guy who is very courageous. Okay, Shen Shang found that Ma Tianai was like a timid mouse. The mouse might have been more courageous than him. He didn't say the thoughts in his heart, otherwise Ma Tianai would flies into a rage. The imperial palace is very large. Only the prince with a high status and strength has a small villa. Otherwise, there is only one small house. Ma Tianai, the waste crown prince, now has only his own mountain village to show off. Shen Shang followed Ma Tianai to the villa of the 5 princes. The 5 prince named Ma Tianqiang is a very strong person. After being allowed, Ma Tianai took Shen Shang into the villa and went outside the hall. Shen Shang smelled a burst of wine, and there was a voice of laughter in the hall. A large group of people were eating and drinking. Isn't this my crown prince elder brother? What wind is blowing you? Ma Tianqiang said while loudly laughing. Ma Tianqiang's body is very majestic. It is a very tall and powerful centaur. He doesn't wear clothes like other centaur, but he is wearing a very scary muscle. Although Ma Tianai is also strong, Ma Tianqiang is a bigger circle than him. From the perspective of size, it is better than Ma Tianai. 5 brothers, this is the case. I just met a human friend. He is now a guest of my celestial sea villa, Ma Tianai said. Shen Shang stunned, when did he become a guest, and Ma Tianai dared to hang him? Oh, you went out for a few days and found such a guy. Do you want him to beat me and then recapture the 2 Tao Creation Saint Stones? Ma Tianqiang looked at Shen Shang, said with a sneer. He is 2 heads taller than Shen Shang, and he is still centaur, Shen Shang. He is a thin brat in his eyes. 5 brothers, you are really smart, this can be guessed by you. Ma Tianai said with a smile. Hey, I don't fight. Ma Tianqiang said, you just have to find a guy, I have to fight with him. My time is precious. After seeing other centaur here, they nodded. Crown Prince, you take your guest away, he looks too weaker than you, and you can't even beat Prince. This human guest is estimated to be defeated. That is, 5 princes want to drink with us, and there is no time to spend such a guy. If you are playing on your own, it's almost the same. If Crown Prince dares to play on his own, he will already be on the table. Don't be difficult for him. Haha, everyone laughed. Ma Tianai's face is ugly. If I lose, Crown Prince's celestial sea villa is back to 5 prince, how? You are too small, not as big as Crown Prince, and Crown Prince's location is also very good. Shen Shang suddenly said. When Ma Tianai just wanted to oppose it, he was pinched by Shen Shang and dared not speak again. In the battle for the throne, Ma Tianai lost very thoroughly. Only Celestial Sea Villa can make him feel a little bit more like Crown Prince. If he loses, he can't mix in the Imperial Palace. Do you really agree? Ma Tianqiang was moved. Ma Tianai's mountain village had long wanted him, but only because Ma Tianai had nothing at all. He did not dare not satisfied with small gains, otherwise he angered his imperial father. He is also not good at it. If Ma Tianai voluntarily gave it, then Ma Tianqiang was also justified. I agree, but, if he loses, I just exchange the mountain with you. Ma Tianai thought about it and said that even if Shen Shang lost, he still had a place to live. Shen Shang glanced at Ma Tianai without a good temper, and he had already made plans to lose. He was secretly stunned, and he should be laughed at by the waste crown prince. It is good. Ma Tianqiang laughed a few times and he was very satisfied. Now he has a long period of time from the time when he is enthroned. During this time, he can get the second largest crown prince in the imperial palace. It is very face-saving, and it can be stepped on again. A foot of crown prince. After 10 days, I will try it on the battle platform of the imperial palace. If you don't come, you will lose. Ma Tianqiang looked haughty. Ma Tianai hastily left Shen Shang and returned to his villa. He really promised, you have to fight with him. If you lose, my mountain village will be gone. Ma Tianai walked around the hall, very anxious. Ma Tianqiang is among us. It is the strongest. Do you really want to fight with him? Shen Shang is speechless. Before this, the bear goods let him and Ma Tianqiang fight. If they win, they can get 2 Tao Creation Saint Stones. Now, Ma Tianqiang agrees, but this bear goods is very worried. It's not that you are on the stage, what are you afraid of? Shen Shang coldly snorted. What I am worried about now is that when I win, Ma Tianai will do what? This is definitely not going to be. He is a grand prince. When he will be called by many people, Scorpio, when so many people come to watch the game, will you have a lot of pressure? When people look at it, I will be very nervous. Ma Tianai began to worry again. Shen Shang would like to stun the idiot. If such a guy can become the emperor of Centaur, it is a shame of Centaur. You haven't saved. Shen Shang shook his head. Give me a quiet place, I have to be ready. Shen Zhang's current opponent is Centaur. What kind of strength does Soul Demon have? He is not too clear now, but now he wants to step into the world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage. I don't know if it will come, but can I still? Winning is hard to say, so he has to prepare for both hands. Ma Tianai arranged a secret room for Shen Shang to let Shen Shang practice inside. 10 days may not be enough for you to step into the world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage. Su Maiyao said. This we discussed, even with your time domain, it may be difficult, world-defying Sacred Realm will compare slow. Chapter 3372. Shen Shang stepped into world-defying Sacred Realm already had a period of time, but did not try to improve in the past. It is not clear how difficult it is to upgrade in world-defying Sacred Realm. I used to use the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon to swallow a lot of violent world-defying soul, but now the 6 beasts are sleeping and don't know when to wake up. This is to make Shen Shang more anxious. If his Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon wakes up and he feels he can win Ma Tianqiang. It's a little harder to upgrade to the world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage in 10 days. Qin Shuang said. The world-defying Sacred Realm's Saint world-defying souls all need to be promoted to a level in order to enter the world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage, strength. Stronger, this process is not easy. Shen Shang thought about it and said, it seems that I can only try it now. Can you comprehend those Tao creation spells? If you can't, you can only try to figure it out. If you lose, you just lose the idiot crown prince. It's just a mountain village. Anyway, he has lost so many good things, and he is not afraid of another mountain. If Ma Tianai knows Shen Zhang's thoughts, he will definitely be crying. Shen Shang released time domain to cover himself, just his own, and did not wrap his hidden jade villa already divine sea. Otherwise it is very expensive, but now there are more Su Maiyao, they are several world-defying Sacred Realm women, even if only time domain first level, he can't last long. I don't know how Tao Master Fu succeeded in comprehension last time. Shen Shang looked at Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, and Tao Creation spell was hidden in Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. He infiltrated Divine Sense into Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. Look for the above Tao Creation spell. Last time he merged with Tao Creation spell to release a very powerful strength, just to step into world-defying Sacred Realm, he he can defeat the ancient fire god Sekdine of the world-defying sacred realm late stage. I counted how many mantras there were at the end. Shen Shang soon saw Tao creation spell in divine mirror of 6 paths, and he counted and found 80. These Tao creation spell have a total of 9 groups of 80, one for each group. I can see if these Tao creation spells can be arranged in an orderly manner for me to organize. Shen Shang doesn't know why, suddenly thinks these Tao creation spell it is not so difficult to understand. It's quite regular. Shen Shang quickly arranged 9 groups of Tao creation spell. The first group of Tao creation spell was painted, very simple, the second group needed 2 strokes, the third group was 3 strokes, and so on. The 9th group of Tao creation spell is composed of 9 strokes. Although arranged, Shen Shang did not know how to use these Tao creation spells, how to release energy. Try it first. Shen Shang began experimenting with the simple Tao creation spell in the first group. He used his world-defying power to outline the Tao creation spell in Divine Sea. Before he started, he felt that it was easier, but when he started to try, he found that it was very difficult to turn his world-defying power into the mantra because he could not accurately make his world-defying power with that. The spell is exactly the same. As long as it is a little different, Shen Shang can find out where it is wrong, because the real Tao creation spell is full of charm, looks very natural and very comfortable. Although it is only a simple stroke, it looks extremely mysterious, and the rhyme is awkward. The magic is inexplicable. Shen Shang wants to use his own world-defying power to sketch the simple Tao creation spell, but it is difficult to succeed. Even if he has a template, he can never draw the charm. No wonder. Shen Shang, unconsciously, tried thousands of times to sketch, but did not reach that realm. Now he finally understands why it is so difficult to master Tao creation spell. Lei Yichen has spent decades, only a few, and the simplest. Even if you can't always draw a real Tao creation spell, Shen Shang doesn't feel annoyed. These Tao creation spells seem to have a magical power that can be captivated and not extricated. Lei Yichen said before that he needs to integrate his strength with Tao creation spell and feel the magic of Tao creation spell, so that he can be integrated with Tao creation spell. Now, Shen Shang can feel the mystery of Tao creation spell every time he uses his energy to paint Tao creation spell. Many days passed, and Shen Shang didn't know how many times he tried. In short, he now uses 3rd level time domain, and he deeply understands the time needed to understand Tao creation spell. I finally finished one. Shen Shang finally succeeded in using his own world-defying power to sketch out one of the simplest Tao creation spells. This Tao creation spell was sketched out by his release of Violent Sun Fire. After the Violent Sun Fire was turned into Tao creation spell, it was 3 times more powerful. The same energy, turned into Tao creation spell, can be directly 3 times more powerful, and still the simplest Tao creation spell. You know, Shen Shang is now skilled. Just a moment of effort, you can instantly transform a Violent Sun Fire into Tao creation spell, and you can make Violent Sun Fire 3 times more powerful without any effort. This is just 1st level Tao creation spell. I don't know what the 9th level Tao creation spell of the 9th group will be. Shen Shang felt the enhanced strength, and his heart was shocked. There is only one simplest Tao creation spell. Shen Shang calls it 1st level, 2 or 2nd level, 9 is 9th level Tao creation spell. He now needs to continue to master other 1st level Tao creation spell. Okay, you have to master all of the 9. After successfully mastering a Tao creation spell, Shen Shang has gained some experience, and then he just needs to spend some time to continue to master the other 8 in 1st level Tao creation spell. Tao creation spell should be able to superposition. Shen Shang suddenly thought of something. He remembered that when he merged with Divine Mirror of 6 paths, the Tao creation spell appeared very complicated, and there were so many strokes and lots of strokes. As the 9 groups of Tao creation spells only the most basic. If you master them all, you can use these Tao creation spells for superposition combination, and the energy released will be stronger. Shen Shang took a deep breath. These 81 Tao creation spells, if they are superposition each other, don't know how many Tao creation spells they can make. Think of them as terrifying. Not to mention the latter, the 9 simplest combinations of 1st level Tao creation spell can also be combined. Now, he finally understands why it is called Tao creation spell. These mantras contain very mysterious strengths. If they absorb energy, they can make things through these mysterious mantras. That's all about the future. I'll give it a try. Can you master the 1st level Tao creation spell in a limited time? At the beginning, he could easily use the 3rd level time domain, but it won't work until later. Because the 9th Tao creation spell started, his consumption was huge, in order to maintain the balance between the supplement and output of consumption. He can only use dual time domain. Chapter 3373. Shen Shang spent a long time in his time domain. He estimated that he should have been there for more than 100 years. Fortunately, he wholeheartedly felt on Tao creation spell, and did not feel that time passed. Now that he has mastered 8 Tao creation spells, there is only one last of the 1st level Tao creation spells. It's just the last 2 days outside. For the remaining 8 days, he can only use the dual time domain, which will allow him to win about 20 years. The Centaur Imperial Palace is full of fun, and Ma Tianai is under great pressure because Ma Tianqiang has gathered many people to watch the game. It is obvious that everyone sees the scene when he loses the Celestial Sea Villa. Let him lose his face. Ma Tianai walked around Shen Shang outside all day, and the 4 horseshoes creaked, very anxious, because he was keen to know how much Shen Zhang's 10-day retreat could improve. He knows that Shen Zhang's cultivation base at this time is only the world-defying Sacred Realm initial stage. At most, he can only deal with the world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage, and Ma Tianqiang is the world-defying Sacred Realm late stage. The body is very powerful. Ma Tianai himself is a world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage, but when he faced Ma Tianqiang, he had no chance of winning. This time I'm going to finish. I knew I wouldn't bring him back. My Celestial Sea Villa is gone. Ma Tianai heard all kinds of arguments these days, all demeaning him, saying that he lost. What? This gave Ma Tianai a lot of pressure. Is Shen Shang hiding, just to not hear these sounds? Is he sleeping inside? Ma Tianai was thinking outside, he thought. He didn't understand how much Shen Shang could improve during this time. At the 9 heavens, Shen Shang mastered the 9th Tao creation spell in advance. These Tao creation spells are amazing. Shen Shang tried several Tao creation spells, some Tao creation spells to release the flames, some to release water, or thunder, or ice, are very strong. After Shen Shang pushed the door out, he saw Ma Tianai's frowning face. Ma Tianai saw Shen Shang finally coming out and almost cried out. Big brother, you always figured it out. Ma Tianai was very depressed. What's wrong? Shen Shang felt inexplicable. Do you know, I have been under a lot of pressure these days. Do you know that people outside are saying you? Ma Tianai is very sad. It's nothing more than extrastimate one's capabilities, and I will definitely lose something. Shen Shang smiled and said, I guess it's right. Don't you have any pressure? If you lose, the Celestial Sea Villa will give 5 princes. Ma Tianai shouted. Shen Shang can still laugh now, which makes Ma Tianai more urgent. He felt that Shen Shang should be very nervous and stressful. Yeah, Shen Shang nodded. Well, you know, Celestial Sea Villa is not yours, so you are not nervous at all. Ma Tianai wants to cry without tears, he thought. Shen Shang really has nothing to worry about. If you win, you can get Tao Creation Saint Stone, lost the pat on the butt, leaving no loss. I will call you my big brother, I will not lose. Shen Shang patted his shoulder, said with a smile, you big brother, I will win. Do you really win? What do you mean by saying? Who can't? I will say it. Ma Tianai did not believe, desperate. I won't just say, I have to go up and fight. You don't believe me, don't you change it, you can always go up. You are world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage, the cultivation base is higher than me, and you still powerful soul demon. Shen Shang said with no anger. I can't beat Prince. Ma Tianai shook his head. Look at me, don't say anything nonsense. We have to have a little momentum, and you should be bullied by your all-day pocket. Shen Shang coldly snorted. But, you can't use the 3 monkeys at the time. You can't play with a monkey. Can you even use the weapon? Ma Tianai said again, he knows that Shen Shang has 3 poisonous monkeys, but will definitely be restricted to use. No problem, let's go. Shen Shang sighed silently. Ma Tianai, the pig teammate, always sang him, making him very unhappy. He never had such a waste. For 2 Tao Creation Saint Stones, Shen Shang will win anyway. He felt that if he lost himself, it would be relative to the loss of 2 Tao Creation Saint Stones. Tao Creation Saint Stone is far more precious than Ma Tianai. Ma Tianai took Shen Shang to the battle platform and he was very worried along the way. Big brother, you haven't seen anything in the past 10 days. Are you sleeping inside? Ma Tianai asked. Well, I am resting inside, raising my spirits, fighting is powerful. Shen Shang nodded, which made Ma Tianai almost jump up, and Shen Shang actually was sleeping. Can you know how I came over in the past 10 days? You are actually sleeping, too much. Ma Tianai was very angry. I don't sleep, what do you do for me? 10 days, what can I do? Shen Shang snorted. Ma Tianai didn't talk, he couldn't do anything for 10 days. He thought about it, it's a good choice to go to sleep in the 10 days. He can relax, at least not as worried as he is, and he will die. It is. Ma Tianai's mood is very low, and she is head down all the way. When coming to the bottom of the battle platform, Ma Tianai is even more sad. When he loses, his dignity will surely be trampled again. Shen Shang didn't understand. The guy like Ma Tianai, his dignity had long been lost by himself, and he still cares. Shen Shang is observing the battle platform at this time. It is a round platform with a wide and feet wide, still large, all around the trapezoidal viewing platform. This battlefield actually has a barrier. It's strange that there is no large formation in the city, but there is such a battlefield. Shen Shang thought that these soul demon were very backward and didn't know how to set up formation. Bear goods, who is this formation? Shen Shang was very curious and asked. The country master is arranged, he is a human being, only humans know this. Ma Tianai voice said with a sadness. Shen Shang has stepped onto the battle platform, and all around the audience has shouted, most of them are centaur, and humans and other kinds of soul demon also account for half. This was all invited by Ma Tianqiang. Ma Tianqiang is a 5 prince, and he is an honorable person. Moreover, he is the heir to the next emperor of Centaur. Even if he is not invited, many people will break their heads and come here to help Ma Tianqiang. Ma Tianqiang came on stage. This tall and strong centaur stands on the stage, very formidable, his body size is much larger than Shen Shang. He is a very strong beast in front of Shen Shang, especially the muscles of the human body, the blue veins full of intense explosive power. Chapter 3374. When Ma Tianqiang came to power, many people madly shouted, 5 prince, 5 prince, 5 prince. When Ma Tianqiang came to power, many people madly shouted, 5 prince, 5 prince, 5 prince. The sound of this soundedly roar shocked the entire imperial palace. In the battle table, constantly echoing these 3 words, this vast voice, scared Ma Tianai face pale. Shen Shang, who has seen many big scenes, will naturally not be scared by this posture. It looks light and looks very relaxed. At this time, Ma Tianai admired Shen Shang and Shen Shang stood on the top. Facing such a strong Ma Tianqiang, facing all around for Ma Tianqiang's loud cry, he could not change his color and calm down. If he is going up, he feels that he is already soft. Seeing Shen Zhang's confident expression, Ma Tianai suddenly had a little confidence in Shen Shang. Of course, Shen Shang didn't need his confidence and was useless. My crown prince elder brother is very good. Yes, good. Ma Tianqiang has seen many people and saw Shen Zhang's calmness at this time, knowing that Shen Shang has seen the storm. People. You are 5 prince, I hope you don't eat. Shen Shang said. We have already agreed, once I defeat you, I can get 2 Tao Creation Saint Stone, right? Yes, if you lose, I can get Celestial Sea Villa, right? Ma Tianqiang finished, and looked at Ma Tianai not far from the stands. Yes, Shen Shang nodded. You can start now. Everyone heard Shen Zhang's tone and felt very disdainful. This guy doesn't even look at what he is, and he wants to beat our 5 princes. Did he advanced by leaps and bounds in the past 10 days? But it doesn't look like it. Poor Crown Prince, to be miserable by this guy. If he loses, there is nothing to lose, but Crown Prince, his own luxury villa, you have to let go. Great war is ready to start, and many people are screaming in unison, 5 prince will win. Ma Tianqiang seems to enjoy this atmosphere, open his arms and express gratitude to the tens of thousands of viewers around, and also signal that they are mad and crazy. This group of guys, but the real flatterer. Shen Shang smiled in the heart, these people just shouted, cannot run down to fight, so Shen Shang is not afraid. However, Ma Tianai saw that his younger brother had such prestige. He was a self-satisfied person. He was a crown prince, but he could not manage this reputation. He finally began to reflect on himself. You should already know the rules. You can't use weapon, and you can't let other people come to help. If you die, or lose the strength of the battle, you can lose. Ma Tianqiang is condescending, with an endless contempt in his eyes. If you are defeated, Shen Shang asked. Being kicked off, climbed up and continued to fight, and falling out of the battlefield is not a loss. Ma Tianqiang said, if you have nothing to ask, you can start fighting now. Nothing, said Shen Shang. Then, a loud jingle, someone rang a giant python, the battle began. At the beginning, Ma Tianqiang flew toward Shen Shang, and it was terrifying fast. Like teleport, it crossed dozens of feet in a moment and appeared in front of Shen Shang. The fists were like two giant hammers. Shen Zhang's head and chest, above the fist, a burst of violent light shining. The power of lightning used by Ma Tianqiang is very violent. In the beginning, Shen Shang didn't plan to dodge because the opponent's speed was very fast, and he couldn't expose the space teleport, so at the beginning of the battle, he didn't preempt the attack, but directly used Dao Creation spell's power. He instantly sketched a Dao Creation spell in Divine Sea, releasing a strength, coming out of his chest. It was a shock. The detonation spell in Dao Creation spell, the shocking strength is very fierce. Ma Tianqiang's fist just touched Shen Zhang's chest. The force of shock suddenly rushed out from Shen Zhang's chest. The shock is like a fierce wave. I rushed Ma Tianqiang back to a few dozen feet and returned to the place where he stood. If you open Shen Zhang's clothes now, you can definitely see that his chest has a slap in the face of Dao Creation spell. It is a knocking mantra that was temporarily sketched on his chest. If someone attacks him next time, the power of the knock will break out again. The person who originally shouted, Ma Tianqiang must win, was suddenly silenced. Anyone can see that Ma Tianqiang's offensive was very terrifying, but it was shocked back by Shen Shang. Ma Tianqiang himself is also in the same place. He can feel it. The sudden strength is very strange and terrifying, without any breath and signs, then it will appear like a moment, and look at Shen Zhang's, there is no the way the capacity is, this makes him unexpected. Ma Tianqiang's eyes wide open, I can't believe it. Shen Shang can suddenly shake back Ma Tianqiang. There are two things. Ma Tianqiang's shock that he just felt was not very strong, but he was able to shake him apart, and his heart was still a little surprised. Shen Shang took a deep breath. He is about to start attacking now. This time he did not turn World Defying into Dao Creation spell, but turned his Saint World Defying into Dao Creation spell. He used the Ancient Fire Saint Soul, an evolution of the Ancient Fire Violent Soul, which released a very terrifying flame. It was the supreme treasure of Ancient Fire God Sect, which was originally unexpectedly produced by Shen Shang. The Ancient Fire Saint Soul was originally a form of flame, and under the control of Shen Zhang's, it became a Dao Creation spell. Dao Creation spell of first level is still very easy to control. After Shen Zhang's Ancient Fire Saint Soul becomes Dao Creation spell, then he only releases the produced fire flame through the Ancient Fire spell, then the power of the flame will at least triple or even more high. After the formation of the Ancient Fire spell, Shen Zhang's flame sword and Ma Tianqiang rushed over again. 5 Prince will win. The audience around the battle all around, once again shouted in unison, for Ma Tianqiang's strong loud voice. Knocking, Ancient Fire. Shen Shang drank in his heart, and the previous knocking mantra flashed, swaying the power of Ancient Fire, which released his Ancient Fire Spirit mantra. After Ma Tianqiang was close to Shen Shang, Shen Zhang's body suddenly trembled, and the entire battle platform followed the tremors. Ancient Fire, with a fierce shock, turned into a fire snake and rushed to Ma Tianqiang. Ancient Fire turned into a fire snake, with a shocking force, slammed into Ma Tianqiang, the chest full of explosive muscles. Boom! At the moment of the impact, the flame burst out and turned into a fire and scattered. Ma Tianqiang screamed, the burly body was rolled up by a flame wave, the violent ancient fire burned, the fire wave swayed, Ma Tianqiang was it burned like a wolf, and it was black in carbon. The people are quiet again. The second time, when Ma Tianqiang attacked Shen Zhang's for the second time, he was beaten again, but this time it was very embarrassing. Ma Tianqiang was completely angry. He climbed up from the flames. The black, coke-like body was shining glittering. The eyes leapt with a red lightning glow. He screamed, and countless lightnings fell like showers, covering the entire battle platform. Chapter 3375. Ma Tianqiang was completely angry. Shen Shang was originally a mouse in his eyes. He did not intend to use all his strength to fight. After all, he only had to deal with a mouse. He just intended to play with Shen Shang and then Shen Shang. Awkward defeat. But he didn't think that Shen Shang was just a little mouse of world-defying sacred realm initial stage. It broke out with such a strong strength and it hurts him. 5 Prince will win. 5 Prince will win. Everyone madly screamed and gave Ma Tianqiang the atmosphere, which also made the strength of Ma Tianqiang's body rushing up and boiling. Damn mouse, I want to mess with you. Ma Tianqiang growled and turned into a rushing rush over Shen Shang. Great tone. Shen Zhang's knocking mantra absorbs energy madly, and the released knock strength has reached peak. Ma Tianqiang, who turned into a thunder, flew over, and the fists picked up, like a huge hammer hitting Shen Zhang's head. The speed was extremely fast, and in one blink, the huge boxing had already fallen on the top of Shen Zhang's. Boom! Heaven shaking slammed into the sky, and the entire battle platform was shaken by the sound of this sound. The Guanzhong people's ears creaked, and the battlefield was shrouded by countless beatings of lightning. Ah! I only heard the scream of Ma Tianqiang, and everyone did not know what was going on. Lightning dissipated, crazy people shouted, all stunned, because Ma Tianqiang muscles on his arms unexpectedly split open bleeding. Shocking, Ma Tianqiang was also shocked to the edge of the platform. Shen Shang is a dignified face with a trace of blood on his lips. Standing in the same place, he is unexpectedly also glittering with lightning. Ma Tianqiang, but I didn't expect that when Shen Zhang's body just burst into flames, it now has another lightning out, and this kind of lightning is more terrifying than his kind. Shen Shang just used the mad spell and the detonation spell, the power of the mad thunder and the power of the blast. The power can be imagined, not to mention the light that Shen Shang released through the mantra, that is the thunder of the road, the original terrifying strength, which has now disappeared into the passage of time, has only been preserved through the mantra. How could this be? Impossible, this mouse-like weak guy can't make me hurt so badly. Ma Tianqiang's fleshy arms trembled, and it was difficult to lift it up. His thick arm was his reliance on him. The weapon that survived is now injured and can't be beaten anymore. What strength did you use in the end? Ma Tianqiang didn't dare to look down on Shen Shang again. Confidence strength. Shen Shang lightly smiled. Are you ready to admit defeat? The battle platform all around is quiet, and the 5 princes are seriously injured by such a guy. This must be the 5th prince's negligence. It's only a matter of lightness. The strength of the 5 prince is still very strong. If you compare it again, Shen Shang will definitely losing, many people think so. After that, Ma Tianqiang knew that Shen Zhang's kind of strength was terrifying, especially the kind of shock. He almost vomited blood twice. The most terrifying is that when the shock occurs, the fire or lightning is also produced. The strength, which allows the flame and the lightning strength to directly penetrate the inside of his body with the shock wave, making him hurt more seriously. I admit defeat. Ma Tianqiang is very unwilling to shout it, although this is very faceless, but the time-conscious person is Junji. If he continues to fight, he must really be abolished. I stayed in the Green Mountain and I didn't want to burn it. Anyway, he will still be the Emperor. Ma Tianqiang took out 2 Dao Creation Saint Stone, coldly snorted and threw it to Shen Shang. Dao Creation Saint Stone after special treatment, it will not run around, and no one is recognized. After Shen Shang checked it, he nodded very satisfied. Just came to this mysterious opposite, it was so rewarding. He is very happy. Ma Tianqiang is not too bad, at least he can go down the stage himself. Waste Crown Prince Ma Tianai saw Shen Shang walk down, as if dreaming. Shen Shang actually defeated 5 prince. How did you do it? Ma Tianai couldn't believe it, but he witnessed the battle process in close quarters. Shen Shang and Ma Tianqiang did not have a few moves, but they defeated Ma Tianqiang. You were blind, you didn't see it. Shen Shang he smiled, then shook his head. Ma Tianqiang's strength is still very strong, the strength of the body is very powerful, and the use of energy is also a peak, but it is still a lot worse. Compared with humans, they have no way to make energy more, and the combat cultivation technique is pitiful, almost none. Shen Shang uses Dao Creation spell, a heaven-defying thing that can make Shen Zhang's own strength several times stronger. Big brother, do you want to stay here for a period of time? Ma Tianai saw Shen Shang so powerful, convinced that Shen Shang was the eldest brother. This is your detoxification Dan, you can completely solve your poison. Shen Shang got 2 Dao Creation Saint Stone, and did not care about Ma Tianai's previous archery. Then you. No, I have to go around. Shen Shang said. You really have to be bolder, don't be so sloppy, or mix well, you can do it yourself. Shen Shang walked out of the Imperial Palace, 2 Dao Creation Saint Stone very hot. He has to hurry away from this place. After leaving the Imperial Palace and changing his looks, stay in Centaur Sacred City, and he needs to know more about Soul Demon Sacred Forest. The Imperial Palace battles are well known throughout the city, but many people don't know how Shen Shang is a man. He only knows that he is a human being and he is very strong. He can beat the just stepping on world-defying Sacred Realm initial stage. 5 princes into the world-defying Sacred Realm late stage. If that guy is playing well, I might not be able to win him. Shen Shang was resting in a hotel. He even used a knocking spell to resist Ma Tianqiang's blow, but he was not light. Internal injuries, he just resisted. The main thing is that he can't hold his breath. These soul demons' combat skills don't seem to be very good. Qin Shuang said. They need even humans to arrange for everything. It shows that they have no research on this aspect. Quote, I think it may be that Soul Demon's history is too short. Su Maiyao said. Soul Demon was so strong at birth, it's obvious that this group's time is not too long, and the earliest time of human beings is difficult to determine, as if endless ancient times, no matter what era, there will always be human shadows. I don't know if Grandpa came to this place. Qin Shuang sighed. After a day of rest, Shen Shang wandered around the Centaur Sacred City. He was surprised to find that there was no pills shop here. After some inquiries, he learned from some people that there is a human in Soul Demon Sacred Forest. The established city has pillars for sale inside. In Soul Demon Sacred Forest, Myriad Dao Divine Soil is still used for trading. Myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal and Crystal Emperor are also relatively rare. Most people use these to cultivate or refiner. Chapter 3376. Shen Shang is surprised that this place is clearly above Myriad Dao, but there is still Myriad Dao Divine Soil. This Myriad Dao Divine Soil seems to be very mysterious, always appearing from time to time. No one has ever heard of the Sun Old Ancestor. Shen Shang asked a lot of humans, but no one ever heard of it. At the same time, he also asked some old soul demon, knowing that this Soul Demon Sacred Forest has only 20,000 years of history, which is very rare. When the old ancestor disappeared, it was more than 100,000 years ago. These guys are also very good. Soul Demon Sacred Forest is only 20,000 years old, but there is the existence of the peak of world-defying Sacred Realm, not to mention human beings, even some ethnic groups that have great advantages, it takes at least 4,000 or 5,000 years to practice at the peak of world-defying Sacred Realm, said Qin Shuang. Qin Shuang died once, and her strength was very strong. The old Emperor of Centaur is now the cultivation base of world-defying Sacred Realm. Shen Shang has been practicing for more than 20,000 years. He often goes in and out of time domain. It doesn't matter how much time he spends. Soul Demon Sacred Forest is huge. Soul Demon Sacred Forest has only been around for 20,000 years. I don't know what is outside Soul Demon Sacred Forest. Shen Shang was very curious because he had asked many people before, no one know the world beyond Soul Demon Sacred Forest. Someone tried to get out of this Soul Demon Sacred Forest, but no one seems to have succeeded. The people who tried it, the people who came back were halfway, how could they not go out, and those who didn't come back, life and death are unknown, so Soul Demon Sacred, the world outside of forest, is a mystery to Soul Demon and humans here. It is certain that there have been many humans who have been here before, and they are still breeding here. If you want to know more about Soul Demon Sacred Forest, you can only find the peaks of the human world-defying Sacred Realm. It should be the earliest batch of people who came to this place. Here, Shen Shang can not only find out about cities built by humans, but also some sects built by humans. And Soul Demon, most of them are empires, and they are very different from human beings. Go to the city of humans first and ask, maybe there is no small gain there. Shen Shang is ready to go, and then go to the road to the city. It is not easy to go to that city. Even if you know where you are not easy to find, you usually need someone to take it. There is no road outside the city. Because there are many plants in the forest, the road is easily covered by plants. Originally, Shen Shang was worried about how to get to the human city, but then he inquired about it and learned that there is a soul demon named Peng Yao. Peng Demon can fly, flying fast, can fly very high. In normal times, Peng Demon and human beings are about the same size, but after the transformation, can become very huge, wingspan 1,000 feet, 2 claws will hang a boat giant ship. Shen Shang now sees a great Peng bird flying slowly in the sky. The giant ship under the 2 claws also has a long and feet long, and there are many people inside. Well, this is the same as the air carriage. Shen Shang went to the place where the giant ship was built. The human city name is called Sacred City. From here, it takes 102 myriad Tao divine soil, which is just a small meaning for Shen Shang. After boarding the ship, Shen Shang had a small room with thousands of people in Soul Demon Great Ascension, and I could earn a lot of myriad Tao divine soil in one round, but it was also very tired because the great Peng bird flew. It also requires a lot of consumption. It takes 7 days, it won't be too long. Shen Shang is in the room, it has already taken off. Looking through the window, all the trees, there is no end. This Soul Demon sacred forest is really vast. Most of the people who go to Sacred City are humans. These people are mostly merchants. They will take some things from Sacred City to other cities where Soul Demon gathers, and then take some things that humans need from Soul Demon. I am proud of Sacred City for sale, so they can make a lot of money. Soul Demon is mostly a group of people. They do not do much business, and they are all lazy and arrogant. After all, they have a strong strength when they are born, and it takes a long time for humans to reach their birth strength. To this end, human beings can only cultivate resources, otherwise the Soul Demon sacred forest has no human foothold. Shen Shang came out of the room and walked outside. Many people watched the scenery on the deck. The Great Peng Demon is good. You can earn a lot of myriad Tao divine soil when you fly a few times. One looked at Great Peng above. I heard that the overall strength of Great Peng clan is very strong. After all, they are very hardworking. Before, did Fire Wolf Soul Demon not take a Great Peng? Although the Great Peng was rescued, the Great Peng family did not let the Fire Wolf Soul Demon family out and extinguish it. In addition to Fire Wolf clan, there is also a group that has also captured Great Peng, and has not been rescued until now. Shen Shang heard the conversations of these people and found it very interesting, and then went over. What ethnic group? Is this ethnic group very strong? Shen Shang asked. A square face said immediately, it is Demon Clan. Normally these big snakes are the most fearful of the Great Peng birds. But I don't know why, they suddenly possess some powerful poisons. It seems that there is an extremely powerful poisonous scorpion. Use poison to deal with Great Peng. So that's how it is. Then later. The Great Peng family can't let them go so easily. Shen Shang said again. The Great Peng family later sent members to kill, but they were poisoned. Demon Clan is now burning and looting everywhere, relying on their powerful poison. There is no ethnic group that can make them. These guys very savage. Every time you break a city, you will destroy the city. If the people inside and Soul Demon can't escape, they will be caught and eaten as food. Soul Demon Sacred Forest's multiple Soul Demons have united and want to annihilate Demon Clan, but they can only give up, because their Demon King is too strong. It is the peak of world-defying sacred realm, also mastering the extremely powerful evil spirits. The parties can only give up. Demon Clan didn't dare to play the powerful Demon Clan city, but dared to get some small towns, so the powerful Demon Clan ignored it. After all, the two Great Pengs had no way to take Demon Clan. Quote. Shen Shang didn't expect to encounter a poisonous expert here. He now understands why he was able to scare Ma Tianai when he attacked Ma Tianai with a poisonous monkey. Actually, for this short history, Soul Demon Sacred Forest said that poison is still a very mysterious and powerful strength, who are afraid of this poison. Those powerful Demon Clan is actually wrong. Mang Demon Clan is now consuming the small city to strengthen his power, and when they have enough power to crush the powerful Demon Clan, everything is late. Shen Shang frowned said, at this time, this Soul Demon Sacred Forest must be the world of Demon Clan. Chapter 3377. Shen Shang said that everyone knows that the powerful Demon Clan has thought about such a thing, but now it's not a matter of concern. It's only occasionally worried. They think that if this happens, then it will be solved. Not too late. Also, they are very confident about their strengths. When Demon Clan is become stronger, they are also stronger. This friend, you seem to be very interested in this matter, said the middle-aged face. It's just curiosity, because I have been retreating for years, and it's only time to get out of the air, so I don't know anything about these things, Shen Shang said with a smile. Then you should know now how great Demon Clan is. So when you get there, you can provoke Demon Clan. The middle-aged face is very kind, reminding Shen Shang. I haven't lived enough, of course not. Shen Shang he smiled. You can think of that's all right. You don't know, there are many people in Soul Demon who are very desperate, want to go to Demon Clan to save the Great Peng bird, but in the end it is difficult to come back alive. When the middle-aged face is said here, someone interrupts his words. No, I saw a guy who came back alive last time, but his legs have turned into bones. The poison is very terrifying, making it difficult for the flesh and blood to breed. After the guy came back, it didn't take long to die. After it fell, it turned into a pool of black blood. An old man said this, the old face is full of fear. There will be great benefits to save the great pung bird. Shen Shang knew it would be good, otherwise there would not be so many people taking risks. The great pung bird is an important member of the great pung family. I heard that it is an elder of the great pung family. If you can save him back, the middle-aged face said that it was not said here. Shen Shang secretly despised his behavior and said that there is no sentence in the sentence. Come on, what happens after he is rescued? Shen Shang urged. Now everyone believes that Shen Shang is just retreating, because this kind of thing is already well known. This great pung patriarch has a daughter. An old man said with a smile. Now you understand, the reward is also from this little girl. Shen Shang snorted. Great pung turned into a human shape is not too thorough, I have seen it before. After the great pung has turned into a human shape, the nose is pointed and has wings behind it. There are more or less feathers on the body. Here soul demon, turned into a human shape, more or less will retain the characteristics of the original animal type. You don't know, the daughter of elder is very special, just a pair of wings, but the face is very beautiful. A young man happily said with a smile. I have seen it far away, of course, young people are only taking risks for her face, but the old one is for the treasure in her hands. Shen Shang didn't want to ask any more, but the few beautiful people in Hidden Jade Villa asked him to ask, they were very curious about that treasure. What treasure? Shen Shang helpless, can only respect the meaning of a few beautiful women. Soul-defying sacred pearl. Soul-defying sacred pearl can absorb the second, third and even 4 layers of violent world-defying soul, which can gather a large number of world-defying violent soul power. Higher level violent world-defying soul, condense the strength is stronger, and the saint world-defying soul can be promoted faster, said the old man. Bai Yu suddenly said. Shen Shang, you ask him, is the great pung female from world-defying soul river? Aren't these soul demons coming out of world-defying soul river? How can there be children, before? That centaur is also. Right, how was soul demon born? Shen Shang knew that his problems would be blinded by many people. Young people, are you just born? The middle-aged face can't help but sing with a smile, I don't know. The old man said with great patience. There are 2 situations, one is that soul demon condenses blood pearl himself, and then puts the blood pearl into the world-defying soul river, which lasts for 10 or 100 years, and soul appears in the blood pearl. Demon's little fetus, then absorbs the mixed energy under the world-defying soul river, which gradually turns into a large bead, then breaks out and becomes an adult. Shen Shang has seen those fish people before, and this is actually born. The second situation is that the male and female soul demon condenses the blood pearl, and the 2 blood pearls merge. Then the 2 sides work together to breed the blood pearl with their own energy for about 100 years. With a small fetus, they can be put on the world-defying soul river. Here, each ethnic group has a large pool, which has a spring water is the world-defying soul river. It will be placed inside. If it is close to the world-defying soul river, will circle a site above the world-defying soul river. Shen Shang also understands that the actual process is still quite complicated. Brat, you don't want to give up life for soul-defying sacred pearl and white pung. Many young people are passionate about it, they went to find Demon Clan, and finally they didn't come back. Old man sighed. White pung girl, Shen Shang asked. Well, the elder captured by Demon Clan, his daughter is a feather white bird. When it turns into a human shape, there is only 1 pair of white wings. The others are exactly the same as humans, and because they are very beautiful. So, let many young humans covet. Old man shook his head, whispered, this demon woman killed a lot of people. She is eager to save her father, and she is willing to show her feelings about her own father. Shen Shang smiled and said, and those who died, want to get her and her soul-defying sacred pearl, willing to take risks, you love, I hope, can't be killed by her. If you want to collect money, you have to pay something. You can see this just fine. Old man also smiled, but he couldn't bear to see so many young people going to death. Those old fellows would not say, after all, enough. It was dark. Shen Shang returned to the room, just had to rest. I heard Long Shui shouted, little rascal, save the great pung bird. Soul-defying sacred pearls should be very useful, and many old fellows are rushing for this thing. Even if you go to life, you can see it is different. Qin Shuang said. This is definitely a way to make world-defying sacred realm fast. Breakthrough stuff. World-defying sacred realm is very difficult to upgrade, and even if you eat soul-defying saint pill, you need to eat a lot. Well, wait until you are proud of sacred city. I will ask you again. If it succeeds, I will only want soul-defying sacred pearl. Shen Shang said very seriously. Yes, White Peng, isn't it a woman? It's a waste. Su Maiyao chuckle said. Isn't this like your style? That is, false positives. Long Shui tenderly snorted and said. Although Qin Shuang and Bai Yuyu did not speak, they very much agreed with Long Shui's words. I am serious. Say no, don't, Shen Shang coldly snorted. Don't waste, don't give it to me. Long Shui said. This will let her fly around me. Chapter 3378. Shen Shang was speechless for a while, then said to Long Shui, this is what you want, I don't want to, then you will take care of White Peng girl. Long Shui is very disdainful of coldly snorted. Shen Shang can feel the big eyes of several women in Hidden Jade Villa. Soul-defying sacred pearl, this thing is definitely very useful, I really hope to go to Sacred City soon. Shen Shang is anxious to go to Sacred City to inquire about Demon Clan, many people can't come back. Explain that these people have gone to the right place, in other words, Meng Demon Clan where many people know. Shen Shang is resting in a small room, going out from time to time to get to know the people in Soul Demon Sacred Forest and Soul Demon. He also saw a lot of Soul Demon. Most of them are half-beast man's appearance, and the most powerful Soul Demon on this ship should be Lionman Soul Demon. The Lionman doesn't have a four-legged lower body like the Centaur. The Lionman's lower body is like a human being, standing on both feet, very strong, and has a tail. The upper part of the Lionman is human in muscle. According to Shen Zhang's observation, as long as the muscles of the strong Soul Demon, there are problems that do not like to wear clothes. The more interesting Soul Demon is Dogman, the body is a complete person but has a dog's head. This is a tragedy. Dogman is teased by other slightly stronger Soul Demon, and there is nothing wrong with it, just stealing his dog's head. Basically, Soul Demon is a bit arrogant in front of humans, because they are born strong, but overall, they can get along well. Shen Shang also inquired about it, few humans and Soul Demon become examples of husband and wife. Mainly because Soul Demon's aesthetic is not in line with humans, after all, half human and half beast, and only White Peng women's body completely turned into a human class. It is said that the closer Soul Demon is to human beings, the more innate talent there is, and the faster the practice, so the strength of White Peng is also very strong, because she has a very mysterious soul-defying sacred pearl. Thinking of this, Shen Shang heart has a little fantasies about White Peng, but he just thinks about it. He cares more about soul-defying sacred pearl. I don't know how the demon's demon looks like. Shen Shang is very curious. He thinks it should be a half-human and a half-snake. The most obvious feature of Soul Demon is that the body has a certain animal-shaped part. Shen Shang squats in the window and looks at the endless Soul Demon sacred forest, thinking about everything. Suddenly, a sharp shout came from the window. The poisonous demon is on the boat. Shen Shang is in the cabin, in the middle of the floor. He heard the sound and immediately climbed out of the window and climbed to the top deck, which saved him time. Everyone, I will land here. You will join hands to deal with the demon, get the demon, the Great Peng family has a reward. The Great Peng bird flying in the sky also panicked. This Great Peng is a big size, but still I am afraid of the demon with the acute poison, and he is flying now. If something goes wrong, if the shipment falls, most of them will be injured. If the demon will release the poisonous qi, it will be dangerous. After Shen Shang went up, he saw the demon, and he was somewhat different from what he had guessed. He thought that the demon was a snake, but not. The demon is a human figure with two-legged hands. The person's head is a bit like a snake. It has some scales, a mouth spit apricot, and a long snake tail at the waist. I don't know what to use, but the arms are black. The snake scale, also know how he mixed in, the characteristics of the poisonous demon are still quite obvious. Everyone didn't dare to shoot, and they had long won the battle. They were worried that they would be poisoned. Because in legend, they poisoned the poison of the poisonous demon. The meat on the body would turn black, and then the pieces would fall down and would continue to be very for a long time. It is more painful than death. In severe cases, it will turn into black blood, very terrifying. Everyone hid in the room inside the cabin, and as long as the boat landed, they could jump out of the window. Catch this guy and let me see if I can develop detoxification Dan. The poison of the snake can be solved with snake venom, Bai Yuyu said. Bai Yuyu's elder sister Bai Ziqian, but with the poison expert, Shen Shang knows very well that he did very close things with Bai Ziqian in Du Xiaoling's small room. Bai Yuyu said that she must have been with Bai Ziqian for many years, and she has some proficiency in poisoning. Moreover, Du Xiaoling and Lu Qinlian are both in 100 Flowers Village. She must have learned some, and the poison is also in Devil Path. What people need to master, as a peerless witch, Bai Yuyu must have mastered some. Little monkeys, look at you. The great Peng bird has landed. The people on the deck and Soul Demon are all hiding in the boat. There is only one poisonous demon, and his goal is very obvious. It is the great Peng bird flying above. It is said that the great Peng bird is the fastest flying bird Soul Demon in Soul Demon's sacred forest. The poisonous demon catches the great Peng bird. It is also used to tame the great Peng to mount. If you ride the great Peng bird, they will let them poisonous. The possibility of landing in a city in batches cannot be imagined. When Shen Shang came up, he applied the anti-strength stealth. The poisonous demon couldn't see him. When he saw the deck no one, he rushed to the big chain. The big chain hangs a huge ship with the claws of the great Peng bird tied to it. The poisonous demon is going to climb the big chain to the great Peng bird's paw. The speed of the poisonous cockroach is very fast, but the speed of the poisonous monkey is faster, and it is quietly close to the poisonous demon. Shua shua shua, the 6 paws of the 3 poisonous monkey all pierce the stiff snake scales on the poisonous cockroach. Then, all the virulence in the poison pocket of strange intoxicating spirit poison is injected into the poisonous demon. Poisonous monkey, there are several poisonous sacs in the body, all of which are different kinds of poisons. This is the result of Du Xiaoling. Shen Shang is worried that the poisonous demon has a strong anti-drug power, so he let the poisonous monkey release the virulence of the strange intoxicating spirit poison. Anyway, the poisonous monkey rests a period of time, which can make the virulence in the poison capsule. Regeneration within. The drug scorpion demon absolutely did not expect that his poisonous soul demon was actually poisoned. He felt the strength of the whole body gradually decline, and a strange strength was eroding the strength of his body, knowing that it was the stock is very strangely toxic, and even his powerful snake venom has been weakened by the virulence. Come in. Shen Shang took out Heaven Creation Cauldron stove, put it on the poisonous demon, put it inside, and returned to his room. The giant ship has landed, and everyone has jumped out of the window. At this time, Great Peng enchanted everyone not to run around, to be divided into teams to prevent the dangerous soul demon in the forest. Great Peng demon carefully checked the giant ship and found that the poisonous demon had disappeared, and did not know where to go, but how did the poisonous demon mix on the ship? This made the Great Peng do not understand. Shen Shang and everyone in the forest below, while watching the poisonous demon in Heaven Creation Cauldron stove, strange intoxicating spirit poison completely suppresses snake venom. Poisonous demon is like a soft cock lying in Heaven Creation Cauldron stove inside the enclosed space. Chapter 3379, Poisonous Demon. One person shouted. I just saw him ready to climb the chain. Poisonous demon. One person shouted. I just saw him ready to climb the chain. Because I landed quickly, he knew that it was hard to get, so he ran. Don't worry, I have checked, no one on the ship and soul demon, all empty. Great Peng said, the ship is also a divine tool. He has established contact with the giant ship. With a little care, you can find that there are no creatures on the huge ship. I am sorry to have happened. After arriving at Sacred City, I will refund your boat's myriad Dao divine soil as compensation. Great Peng said, you are coming up, you should know the reputation of the Great Peng family. Quote quote. It's a distance from Sacred City and first stage, and it's still outside. It's dangerous. No one wants to walk to the Sacred City, but can only help but board the ship. However, many people are very worried, not afraid to rest, but also 350% group of together, only Shen Shang alone in the room screaming because the poisonous demon was caught by him. The poisonous demon who was sealed in Heaven Creation Cauldron stove felt that it was a dog. When he saw it, he would succeed. He would catch an adult Great Peng demon, and he would soon be able to fly, but suddenly emerged and did not know anything. Attacked him, but also used a very weird poison. Among the Soul Demon's sacred forest, Meng Demon clan is the most poisonous, but now he is more poisonous than them. The poison of the 3 poisonous monkeys is Du Xiaoling. Du Xiaoling has been studying various poisons for many thousand years. At that time, Soul Demon Sacred Forest has not yet been born. Du Xiaoling is poisonous old ancestor. Tender. Even if you are Bai Yu, playing with these poisons, you can make Demon Clan go down the drain. How is that poisonous demon? Bai Yu asked. It's turned into a soft egg, give it to you. Shenshang got the poisonous demon out of Heaven Creation Cauldron stove and threw it to Bai Yu in Hidden Jade Villa. Although the poisonous demon has a very strong strange intoxicating spirit poison, Bai Yu is still very cautious, let Feng Ka seal it. In the poisonous demonic heart, he was so angry that he couldn't easily kill a crocodile. He put the crocodile skin on his body and mixed it with the boat. I used Grasping Soul Devil Curse for him first. Bai Yu said. This will make it clearer to Demon Clan. This should be smoother, said Shenshang. Reassure, I am more than you are here. Bai Yu raised a smirk at the corner of his mouth. Shen Zhang's Grasping Soul Devil Curse was taught by Bai Yu, and Bai Yu has been constantly improving over the years. Next, the poisonous demon suffered the greatest pain since birth. From the pain of the soul, Grasping Soul Devil Curse is not only the soul of the poisonous demon but also the memory inside. For refining detoxification Dan, give it to me and my Yao. Just searching for memories, Bai Yu is full of confidence. Have a hurry. Su Maiyao smiled. She and Su Maiyao were originally apprentice sisters, many years old partners. Long Shui asked. Sister Yu, you learned from this guy's memory what is about the poisonous demon. The poisonous demon is hidden underground. Everyone just knows that Demon Clan is in an area. I don't know the exact location. After the poisonous demon is taken away, most of the time I will commit suicide to prevent being tortured, so many years. No one knows about Demon Clan's snake's nest. Bai Yu said. This guy has strange intoxicating spirit poison, and there isn't even the strength of suicide. I used Grasping Soul Devil Curse before I learned it. Quote. Su Maiyao carefully took over the green venom extracted by Bai Yu, which was extracted from the inside of the poisonous scorpion. Qin Shuang is watching. Su Maiyao is alchemy, and there is a pill spirit. Bai Yu masters all kinds of strange devil art, and is also proficient in poison. These two wonderful women make her feel very powerful, and they are all Shen Zhang's women. Qin Shuang also learned from Long Shui that Shenshang women seem to be quite a lot, all kinds of beautiful women with brilliant skill. There is something here, detoxification Dan, Shenshang does not have to worry about it, otherwise he will have to refine himself, it will be more troublesome. When I arrive at Sacred City, I will learn how to get a reward. Shenshang said. Now we already know the Delin of Demon Clan. If it is determined that the reward is true, I will go to the Great Peng family. The elder was rescued, and finally the Mang Demon Clan lair was published. Shenshang feels that the major soul demons in various forces have repeatedly encircled Demon Clan. It is very likely that they don't know Demon Clan's nest. After entering the territory of Demon Clan, they will receive various kinds of the poison trap. If you haven't found the lair, you will die almost. I have to say that Demon Clan's demon, knowing how to use his own poison, is very smart. The sacred city is coming. The sound of the great Peng bird was scently, and everyone who had been fighting for chestnuts was relieved. In the past few days, they were almost scared on the ship and even saw the ropes. Shouting, thought it was poisonous. It's already refining, Su Maiyao said. Although there are only a dozen capsules, the refining process is not very difficult. I will refine more. How is it made? Shenshang asked curiously. The poisonous venom itself can resist its own virulence. We just separate the part of the venom that resists snake venom, and then add some herbs to improve the quality of this part. It can have stronger antivirulence. Once poisoned, after eating it, you can quickly detoxify. Su Maiyao said. We have tried it with your ratman and it is very successful. Qin Shuang also opened her eyes. Although she is the granddaughter of the Sun Old Ancestor, she has little knowledge of these things. If she is poisoned, she only knows to suppress it with strong strength and then force it out of the body. It is very difficult to detoxify, but it is very easy to have detoxification Dan. That's good, we will soon be proud of Sacred City. Shenshang said. You also rest, don't be too tired. The poisonous demon has been disposed of. It was used by Bai Yu to feed the monkeys and died extremely wrong. The great Peng bird has flew to a huge plaza in Sacred City, letting the giant ship fall on the groove of a special boat in the plaza. When it has not fallen into the groove, many people have jumped from the boat, like just rushed to reincarnation. All kinds of scares in the past few days have made everyone not want to stay in this boat for a moment. Many people close their eyes and feel that their bodies are melted by venom and see themselves become blood, showing the poisonous demon in everyone's how terrifying exists in the heart. Originally, Great Peng said that he would compensate myriad Dao divine soil when they boarded the ship, but now everyone is not going to, and it is important to escape. Only Shen Shang, a person, slowly walked down the stairs. The poisonous demon has fed the monkey, he is not afraid, let alone he also detoxification Dan. Chapter 3380. After everyone fled the giant ship, they began to tell their friends about their experiences, so this matter quickly spread throughout the sacred city, and many great Peng birds flew over to check the ship. How come there are so many great Peng birds here? Shen Shang saw walking on the streets of sacred city, and there were huge shadows passing through the air from time to time. After Shen Shang had inquired about it, she learned that White Peng was actually here. There were a lot of great Peng demons with her. Now White Peng is in the City Lord's mansion. City Lord's mansion, great, I am looking for her. Shen Shang, after hearing where the City Lord's mansion was, immediately went to the City Lord's mansion. White Peng is still quite good. After knowing the poisonous demon boarding, she issued an announcement to let the boarding person get the compensation from the City Lord's mansion by boarding the paper, and still board the ship. 10 times as long as this, after all, this has a reputation for the Great Peng family. Shen Shang is going at this time, of course, not to collect compensation, but to talk to White Peng girl about soul-defying sacred pearl. He now has the confidence to save the White Peng woman's father, when she will not marry. No problem, just give soul-defying sacred pearl to him, that's all right. City Lord's mansion has been crowded with people who have been riding the huge ship. Shen Shang has seen many familiar faces. They didn't intend to ask for it. After all, being alive is the greatest blessing, but I learned about White Peng. After the women have to pay 10 times for compensation, they have rushed over, so that they can also see the face of the White Peng female. Shen Shang took the voucher when boarding the ship and went to the queue to receive compensation. This is the compensation that White Peng women hand-issued. It is close to the White Peng woman, but it is a very rare opportunity. Peng de Princess is really kind. If I have enough strength in the future, I will definitely kill the poisonous demon and rescue your father. A young man saw White Peng. The woman was very beautiful, and when she was excited, she blew the cowhide. Many thanks Big Brother's kindness, but I have decided to revoke the reward, which has harmed many people. Every time I think about it, I am very sad. White Peng sighed. Shen Shang is still behind, can't see the White Peng woman, but can hear this sentence, which makes him remember to jump. He came for soul-defying sacred pearl, and is ready, how to cancel it. Everyone just sighed, because everyone knows that Demon Clan is very difficult to deal with, and it is still very well hidden. I don't know where they are. Over the years, many people in Soul Demon have died for that reward. At this time, many people are only awkward. After all, this is a reward that is difficult to complete. Shen Shang thought of a way, waiting for his turn to receive compensation. After half an hour, Shen Shang finally saw the White Peng woman, with a pair of white wings behind her, wearing a white dress, a long hair hanging on her chest, black hair with several white fluff, black and white interface, very beautiful. White Peng is very beautiful, smart and beautiful, temperament is refined, the delicate white face with a smile, giving people a feeling of being approachable. No matter who she is, she always reveals a heartfelt smile, just on her face. This fascinating smile is enough for many people to dump it. Big beauty, I want it. Long Shui released a little divine sense from hidden Jade Villa, can see White Peng female, tenderly shouted. Don't be jealous. Shen Shang coldly snorted. I know you want, so I don't want it, right? Long Shui Jiao said with a smile. Shen Shang ignored her and immediately took him. Peng de Princess, I don't want to pay compensation, I just hope that you can answer a few questions, can you? Shen Shang asked. Those myriad Dao divine soil is a lot of people in the eyes of many people, Shen Shang said, not to just don't. If I can answer, I will answer you, and I will give you the compensation. White Peng's tender eyes are slightly stunned, and Shen Shang is light with a smile. Shen Shang has observed it before. White Peng is standing behind several young masters who are very decent and look very proud. They should be proud of the big forces in Sacred City. Someone just said, from time to time, and White Peng, the blue man who talked to the woman, is the son of the city lord. She has a very good position and strength. Seeing Shen Shang asking the White Peng female question, these young master brothers are a bit impatient and worried that Shen Shang will ask some rude questions. When is the reward for your release officially removed? There should be many people in other cities who don't know, said Shen Shang. Now it is officially removed. I have already let friends in the family fly to the major cities to inform. White Peng said. I will let friends in major cities know about this as soon as possible, let them not take risks. Quote. If someone can really save your father, then do you still honor the previous promise? Shen Shang asked again. Now some people are already on the way to Demon Clan, in case they succeed, but after returning, you cancel the reward, which is not to disappoint them. You have asked very well. I have had such considerations. Therefore, I have a reward for the existing deadline. I can fulfill my previous promise within 100 days from today. If it is over 100 days, then sorry. How do I do it, just to prevent everyone from taking risks again? If I can rescue my father, I will not have any compensation, but I will still be very grateful, said White Peng, Yu. Everyone nodded secretly. If White Peng women promised to redeem the reward indefinitely, it would be useless to cancel the reward. What, do you want to make the final adventure? A blue man with a proud look came up with a disdainful look at Shen Shang, who is only a world-defying sacred realm initial stage, just a look in his eyes. Weak chicken. There is such an idea. Shen Shang knows that the blue man is the son of City Lord, named Cheng Shaoran, world-defying sacred realm middle stage peak, and quickly stepped into the world-defying sacred realm late stage. This friend, I advise you not to go. I just heard the news, recently Demon Clan has moved, mainly because they are actually too small. They open up a wider place, we are still too knowing the area they are in, just knowing about it. White Peng woman quickly persuaded. So you go to the area you know well to find Demon Clan, which will be attacked by various poison traps. Demon Clan actually moved, in other words, Bai Yu found the memory, is the old nest of Demon Clan. The poisonous demon may have not returned to the nest for a long time, so I don't know what to move. The actual area, maybe there is a poisonous demon, but my father is definitely not there. White Peng said.